Aladino cigars, they spark the night. In partnership they stand, the bold design. A blend of smoke and stories aged like fine wine. The Final Third Cigar Podcast. Oh, what a line. The ember glows, the tales unfold. A circle of voices, a fire of gold. Presented with pride, let the moment hold. Indiana standard bread, steady.
Mic check, 1, 2. Hi, Scotty. 1, 2. Hi, everyone.
Good.
Final Third Cigar Podcast. This one's for you.
Place I go on a Saturday night, and the bourbon's poured over the firelight. Good company and conversation. Final Third's my destination. Cigars and bourbon. I think I've died and gone to heaven. Good friends and company. Well, this is where I want to be. Thank you all for tuning in to the Final Third Podcast. Yeah. Let me introduce you to Scotty D. You just don't know how much I drink. Willie B. R.S. Scott, Cocky Wolverine. Mikey B. Our favorite production machine. Heine. Knowledge of cars and machines. Humphrey, the wizard of slot machines. And the pretentious tobacconist, Robbie B.
Coming to you from the award-winning Final Third Cigar and Whiskey Lounge, PCA's 2024 Best of Leaf Midwest Cigar Bar, Indiana's exclusive Aladino Cigar Lounge, it's the Final Third Podcast.
Hey, welcome to the Final Third podcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Will.
I'm Scott.
I'm Mike.
I'm Alan. I'm Heine.
Alan and I are over here having a conversation.
Yeah.
So,
A conversation?
that.
Or was it like a conversation
Well,
with your eyes?
we were
You're
just making eye
you're making
contact
contact
and
with
each
a couple
other.
winks and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
We knew exactly.
yeah, that
Exactly, yeah.
private.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here enough, so.
You got to watch Alan, Rob.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. He's a little handsy.
trouble.
Yeah, he is.
Totally
Yeah.
trouble.
I mean, he does have the good voice for it too. So
So today we're taking
yeah,
a trip
little
to.
Little Conway Twitty last night.
not that voice. The other voice.
I love how
you
Will
use.
just like,
Will's
anyway.
no,
anyway.
let's talk cigars and bourbon.
We're the cigar podcast,
Yeah.
and we're taking a trip to outer space today, right? Rob?
Yeah, yeah. So this is actually a
go,
new
Smoke
cigar
Force.
from Claro. So if you ever seen the Claro humidors, Case Elegance, same company. They actually make humidors. They actually started with a cigar of the month kind of club thing, and so they actually got this cigar made with Aladino. This has aged Cameroon with extra age like Habano and Corojo in the binder and filler, in a nice little. You can't call it a torpedo; it's a rocket because it's all designed like around a Star Trek theme. So you come up with you have a rocket in the middle with one cigar. You have the two tanks on the both sides, or four
SRBs.
tanks. SRBs, thank you.
Yep.
They're on each side. Then you got 5 more cigars. So a 10-count box should MSRP for around $300 for the whole box. We'll probably just sell the whole box because those rockets are pretty cool. So
$300.
Did you get a
$300.
did you get a raisin bran, like a sugary raisin on the cold draw?
I was
gotta
gonna
say,
Definitely
again.
sweet.
Well, before you get there, the struggle I always have with these kind of torpedo is you can't quite see
Where the cap?
the cap as clearly.
I've
Yeah.
And I'm really afraid I'm gonna like cut all the way and then I start
really? I
cut it lower than you
unraveling,
think?
So
I think
Well,
you
this
need to put
one
your
was
readers
rolled-
on.
The cap is
Oh.
actually pretty deep.
it
Yeah,
is
it's-
pretty
yeah.
deep.
It's deep. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
'cause
did a
actually-
V cut on it.
usually
I
on
see
this
it,
and like the
yeah.
Warhead 11, I will take my V cut and cut it pretty shallow
Yeah.
and then flip it over and bottom out the straight cut.
Oh, okay.
And it almost makes a perfect, like, 1/8 inch above the cap.
I usually cut them, and I like torpedoes in a V. I just like the way it gives a little bit deeper draw.
Yeah.
Reasonable.
There's something on the cold draw I can't call
I had an
out.
instant-
Salt.
I get the brand.
Yes,
Sugary raisin
brininess.
Brine?
Definitely salt.
Yeah,
There's
there's
no
this like
question. There's
It's almost
brininess.
like raisin. Yeah, it's almost like raisin bran with a little bit of salt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, Cape Canaveral's by the sea.
There you go.
I mean, it
Good
feels
call.
like it was something like I get sea air, like
Yep.
kind
It
of.
almost reminds me of that ones we had at Lakeshore.
Sure thing.
Sure
Sure
thing.
thing.
Yeah.
Had
Down
shore
in
in the
Orange
name.
Beach.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Because
Where
that
it
was the
snowed
first time
last
we ever
night.
had a salty
that-
cigar.
Again? Is that where I went recently?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
where
Yeah,
you were.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Recently, yeah. Had a $35 bad cigar.
No. That one. That was short thing.
That
Yeah,
was Sure Thing,
I
yeah.
was thinking of the other one that we went to, Mike, in Destin.
I thought that was
Harbor.
Harbor. Yeah. That's
the
what I
other
was
short
thinking
thing's over like Panama City.
of. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they have 2 locations.
I
Yeah.
would know. I've never been. They were closed and wouldn't let me in the door on the Wednesday at 6 p.m. It was their holiday party that year.
Yeah,
Well-
interesting cold draw on this.
Yeah, I liked it. I like the cold draw, and it does remind you of an Aladino cigar with the cold draw because you always get Corojo in the Aladino cigars, and you can definitely taste that Corojo in the cold draw for sure.
So
And
while-
smoking it,
While you do have quite a bit of leaf towards the end here, I'm going to go ahead and take this wrapper off.
yeah,
It's distracting to me.
It's massive.
It's,
It's
a big,
very big. But unlike
That's what she said.
most Espinosas, the glue is very nice and
Yeah.
didn't stick to your cigar. So,
or Aladino.
or Aladino. So, this is a great wrapper.
Yeah, that's one pops right off. Yeah.
Probably don't need one that's 2.5 inches wide, but
Nope.
it's a
Almost.
good packaging.
Almost get a leathery,
Can we
almost
start
cedar
drinking?
note.
Yes, I would agree with the leathery hint there. But I am surprised the salt still kind of comes through a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
wouldn't call it cedar necessarily. It's more conifer.
So is this
All right.
is this something that is starting, like, obviously Claro makes
well,
the humidors, or are you seeing non-cigar but cigar accessory companies trying to get their own?
a couple of them have. I know Quality or not Quality. Might be Alliance. One of the bigger like brokers. They also sell a lot of accessories and stuff. They've come up with their own line, and
Well, step it up,
I think
Calibri.
Oliva actually makes their own or makes their cigars for them, something like that. But
Well,
yeah,
like
some of them are doing it because
Okay.
it's just another revenue stream.
Ag-
It's in the same market.
Aganorsa has their own line now.
Yeah.
Agnorsa used to just provide tobacco to other
Mhm.
brands for cigars, and now they have their own, sample packs of
Yeah.
cigars. So
Placencia kind of in the same boat
Yeah.
with that. Yeah.
kind of helped everyone out, and then they're
Yep.
like, we should make our own cigars.
Retro, man. I get a lot of black pepper.
All right, what are we
Yeah.
drinking?
All right. What are we drinking?
So, today, I'll let you
No,
talk
go
about.
ahead.
Today, we're going to be talking a little bit about Fred Minnick's, top 100 list. And Will was nice enough to bring in a few of the ones that he had at home that's made the list. Some that we're passionate
We
about.
should definitely talk about the one that did not make the list as well.
Yeah, we
Right.
will definitely talk about that because
Yeah.
that was wrong.
It was wrong.
So I think we'll start out with a new one for 2026. This is a new release. We've had this already on the podcast, but I thought we'd revisit it because we really liked it a lot. This is Jackson Purchase, Craig Beam and Terry Ballard. This is their first release. This was released at Kentucky Bourbon Festival. It is 117 proof. 0.8. Yeah. And this is a 4-year whiskey.
Hey,
Younger,
Hey.
but it really holds up, I feel like. Not sure where it'll fall in the top 100, but it'll be up there, I think. This is their first release they've done of this.
I was gonna say it didn't switch over to football.
oh, it didn't
Who
start till
cares,
3.
Alan?
Still Big
It
Ten.
didn't start till 3.
Focus.
Oh, it doesn't start till 3?
Yeah, football game didn't start till 3 today.
Are you even a fan?
Yeah.
No, tomorrow I am, but no, yeah, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Gosh, I
Yeah.
do need some more sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. I slept
Well, I
on
mean, with your
basketball for now.
hectic work schedule, I don't know how you sleep at all.
So,
Hmm.
a lot of people have described this bourbon as drinking more like 6 to 8 year age statement, and their microclimate that they have out in Western Kentucky, kind of allows this 4-year to kind of come through. I feel like, with a, tasting a little older than it actually is. But it's $59 SRP.
Oh,
Pretty
nice.
good price for cask strength bourbon.
Now
Got
we've
some of
had
those
this
light
before.
fruits.
We have,
Is there
yeah.
a lot of fruit in this?
There's a lot of light
Light
fruits
fruits,
in it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. There's a couple distilleries over there in Western Kentucky, and they definitely seem to have some unique flavors going on in that
Ooh.
part of the state. Which is kind of nice when you get a little bit of that
It's-
regional action.
For a 4-year bourbon, like it's a very complex nose,
is.
I think,
I'd agree.
And the flavor on it's nice too. I mean, you taste the proof, but then it just kind of stays and
So
just
with that-
continues to build.
Would that bode for shorter age, keeps more of the high notes?
I think so. But like, even with this, I'm pulling some oak on it on the finish, and
Yeah, you get a little bit on the nose too,
I get a
kind
lot
of
of
behind the fruit.
I get a lot of brown sugar on the mid palate.
That high fruit note, kind of a little bit of a slight maybe Concord kind of grape, definitely comes through the nose. Like
Yeah.
it's so elevated.
It kind of reminds you of that bright grape, but also like an apricot kind of thing. Going
I
with
mean, I
something.
almost feel like I'm kind of retroing a little bit of the aroma from the whiskey on this.
I don't remember the mouthfeel being this good on it. Like it's really like coating my whole palate.
Yeah.
Like,
This was a good starter.
yeah.
Like this is,
Wakes you up.
I like
yeah.
Yeah.
I like the finish on it sticks around long enough that when you go back to nose it,
Yeah.
you feel it in your mouth and you can actually pull more flavor out on the nose,
Yeah.
on the palate. And
Yeah.
a lot of them, well, I won't say a lot of them, but there's a lot of them that don't do that.
Yeah. I go back to the nose now. I get the fruit. The fruit's soft though, and then like a little bit of graham cracker, a little bit of honey.
Almost like a honeysuckle, kind of a little bit of floral in the honey.
I agree, Mike. I know
It's
you've
like
been talking a
apple
lot
cinnamon
today.
oatmeal. No, I'm just kidding.
My wheels are turning. Sorry.
There is kind of almost a maraschino cherry kind of
Mhm.
element to it with that fruit.
What-
It doesn't have like the cloying sweetness that
Right,
you get
right.
from that.
The aroma.
The sugar's definitely, a little bit more subtle in it.
So what's the proof on this?
117.8.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it tastes 117.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That first sip especially did, but
Yes.
as you continue to sip, it's kind of mellowing out and the flavors are building for me.
I can see some cherry in there.
This would almost make a good air fresher.
Bourbon air freshers.
Black ice.
Well,
Yeah.
I watched some random reel where some lady was talking about perfume, but it's like essential oil stuff instead of an actual perfume.
Yeah.
And the number one seller was bourbon and ice cream,
I saw
or
that.
cigar and ice cream.
I saw that.
Cigar
That
and
is
ice
stuck
cream.
in my feed now because I clicked on
I
it.
know, me too.
So now it pops
Me
up
too.
every damn day. I'm like,
Every day.
I was intrigued.
So it's not P Diddy oils. Essential oils?
It will be now.
Oh, okay.
Hey, just read the instructions. Do what you want with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, let's get into the top 100 list then, because
Yeah.
I want to hear some of these. I
All
know I read through it, but we'll share some with you. If you don't know what we're talking about, look up Fred Minnick on Instagram. He'll have the video posted.
He's not
link
he's
to
not a
his-
master of bourbon like our guy here.
Yeah,
But he's okay.
he's okay.
Yeah.
Fred's
Yeah.
been around for a very long time.
Very long time.
I'm just shocked that I know getting it 100. How do you judge over 100?
Carefully.
Yeah, I mean, it takes
Tough job.
He can go through it. He'll do it in batches. I think what he's going to do this year when he releases, he'll release the top, I'd say 75, and then the top 25, you know, or let's say
Separate it.
26 through 100 will be listed already, and then he's just going to go through and blind the top 25. I think that's what he's going to do Tuesday night this week.
Oh.
And you know, because
So
blinding
he's not going
100
to rate the top 70 or the 100 through 26.
I think he's going to already have them
blinds.
ranked. I think
Yeah,
he's already got the top 25 set, and he's going to release the list, and he's going to then blind the top 25 and then put those in order from 1 to 25.
I think that's a really
Yeah.
good strategy.
I
mean,
agree.
I like
Yeah.
what kind of like what we did on the show here with our bourbon of the year, having 6 or 7 and saying, you know what, we feel like these qualify in that range. Now we blind those and we'll pick what we want. I think that's because trying to blind 100 of them
Oh, yeah.
is
Impossible.
crazy.
So I think
Yeah.
what I'll do, I'm going to read off some of these. I'm not going to read all 100, but I'm just going to name off some of them that I recognize that we've had, that we've enjoyed on the podcast.
And some surprising ones.
And some, yeah. So I'm going to start out 2025 still Austin Tanager. That's there.
Banger.
We knew it would be. Angels Envy Cask Strengths there. Ass Pocket Whiskey. We've tried that.
Yeah, yeah.
Not everybody has, but I know Lisa and Rob, you've tried it. I
Yeah,
had
it was
some.
good.
Really
How have I
good.
not tried that one with my last name?
Yeah, I don't know. We need to get you some, Heine. Barstown Bourbon Company has Disco 13, Ferrand, the Normandy Calvados finish, which I did not get that I really wanted to try. Barrel Craft Spirits has a 12-year French oak that's supposed to be bangers good. Baumburgers, not the one we had, but the PFG, which is the Precision Fine Grain.
Oh,
2 Booker's releases, one 2025 and then 3 of 2025. I don't remember the names of those. Bullet Cast Drinks there. Cedar Ridge Double Barrel out of
Yeah.
it's the rye whiskey. We've got the bourbon, the cast drink bourbon on the shelf. We've been Cedar Ridge fans.
yep.
Several dark arts. Elijah Craig A125. Forbidden Batch 3. Remember, Mike, we had Forbidden on the podcast?
Nope.
Yep.
Um,
Yikes.
George T. Stagg this year.
that's no surprise.
No surprise there.
We Rob and I were talking about this. Hard Truth High Road Rye, not our favorite rye mash bill from Hard Truth. We
But
really
I get why it's on there for the 100. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but no, the sweet mash made it. And it's like the sweet
Yeah.
mash is so much
Sweet
more
mash is kind
complex
of our
and deep.
jam.
Yeah.
the
Did the
chocolate.
Circle City make it?
Yes.
Rye?
Circle City
Circle
Rye.
City
That's why we
Rye.
have it
12.
out here. We're gonna be
yeah.
trying that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I love that
made
rye.
it. The Jimmy Red Corn, the High Wire Wheated Bourbon. I don't think we've tried this on the podcast yet, but we will. I've got some. It's phenomenal. Both the Heaven Hill special releases that we tried, the 90th and the Unity bottle that Dave Lakes brought in, they're both on there. Jackson's Purchase, obviously we're drinking that. Jack 10, Jack 14. K Luke Batch 14, which we'll try, is there. Larson EC 925. Maker's Mark Keeper's Release. New Riff Balboa Rye. Shout out, Mike. That's your
Yeah,
jam.
that's-
That's on there.
My man.
Rabbit Hole Ambrulé. This is the rye version of Sucrelay, which is Becky's
Really.
jam.
Yeah.
Remus Repeal.
Mm.
Remus Gatsby.
Gatsby also.
is
no
on there.
surprise.
Beyonce Sir Davis American
Boo.
Whiskey's on there.
That's incredible.
Actually, it's
What?
it's
It was-
actually surprisingly
it was
it's good.
good. It was.
It's actually pretty
All right.
good. Southern Star Paragon out of North Carolina. Their weeder is really good. Starlight's on there with their toasted barrel. Haven't tried that one.
Good for them.
Did their
Um,
San Francisco winner make the list?
No, it's not on
The
there.
San Francisco.
That was the Mizunaro, I think.
It
right?
was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not, on there.
The
The
10-year, $250 one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
not
but that
make it.
was that won San Francisco.
That's
I
fine.
mean,
Yeah.
That's okay. It won't next year.
No, I'm just kind of. It's just kind of surprising because, like,
Yeah.
obviously Fred's
It's a big
list is
award.
considered very much up in that kind of realm. And
Yeah.
San Francisco is definitely
A
big.
classic but a goodie. Old Forester 1920s there.
Hell yes.
Should be.
Scotty D's favorite, old granddad, 16 years.
Yeah.
Peanut butter tank.
Yeah.
There's Saz 18s there. Wild Turkey Masters Keep Beacon, which we loved, is
Yeah.
there. There's a Willet small batch there. That's it. No,
Yeah.
no Weller. No Weller on there.
Nope.
Huh.
No birthday bourbon.
No birthday bourbon.
Huh.
It's a
Huh.
leap year.
It's
Yeah.
a leap year.
And not a lot of Michters. Really,
Yeah.
Burgers is kind of it.
Yeah, I saw
so.
bomb burgers on there, and I wasn't surprised at that one.
How can you not highlight Barrel King Fantasy Nutella Turkey Boar Rye, hazelnut liqueur, cacao, and apple brandy finish?
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. There is Michter Sour Mash Toast.
Yeah, Michter Sour's on there.
It is
Yeah.
there.
It's the
Oh,
toasted
nice.
one though. Yeah.
Yeah.
New Louisville, really good barrel. That's there. JT Mellick, our Louisiana rice whiskey
Heck
cup
yeah.
folks are on
Really?
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Good for them.
So cool. Jay Mattingly. There's a Jay Mattingly 1845 that's on there. I've heard a lot of good things. I haven't tried this one. HK Young. It's a wheated bourbon. It's supposed to be really good. Haven't had it, but it's on there. So
I feel like I had that. Somebody,
Young.
And what's the one that's blaringly missing on this list?
yeah, where is the what ranking did the Little Book Infinite get?
Infinite 2.
Infinite 2, it did not
didn't
make the list.
It was 101.
Yeah.
Did
I mean,
not
it's kind
make
of
the
a. I
list.
mean, that's kind of a top 5, I think.
So I
of the year.
messaged Fred directly. I said, "Hey, like, I think there's a mistake. I think you accidentally left this off." He said, "Well, we finally disagree on one
Took
after
4
2
years.
years. 4
Yeah.
years." Yeah, I'm like, bro, like, he's gonna catch slack for that one.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, he
in
will.
the comments.
So I don't think I
He
can
will
work
not
with you
catch
anymore.
as much as picking Jack Daniel's Heritage as your bourbon of the year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not on there.
So let me ask you this, Will. And I don't want to get you in trouble. Obviously, you're friends with Fred, and you and I have talked about how sometimes industry will influence the top
Yeah.
whatever and stuff. I assume Fred is not in that realm of, hey,
Pay me and
Take
I
pay
can
me
be on
and
my
I'll,
list.
I'll,
And I'll
I'll
add
put
it
you
on-
on the
no.
list, kind of thing.
No.
Okay.
He actually went out. A lot of these he didn't have. He didn't get samples, but he knew he needed to try them. He sent me a picture. He was at what's the big? Is it Liquor Barn, Mike?
Louisville, yeah.
Louisville.
Yeah,
Yeah, liquor bar.
yeah. His
Anderson?
bill was like $2,500.
Yeah, he had a cart full
Yeah.
of whiskey.
Yeah, I mean, so he's buying this stuff himself, to taste it. So anyway, a good solid list in my opinion. There were 2 single malts on there. Let's see, where were those? There was Westland 10-year Garyana, and then a Westland wine cast finish.
So to that point, is he considering this the top 100 American whiskeys?
yes,
Yeah.
bourbon's in there, rye's in there, single malts in there, American
And
single malt.
obviously rice whiskey.
rice
Yeah.
whiskey. Yeah,
Man, that's pretty huge for Mellick, for JT
is.
Mellick.
I think so, too.
For any of our listeners that haven't had any of their stuff, they're based out of Louisiana and they use rice.
Yeah, we're
Because
rice.
Corn is not much of a thing in
It's incredible.
Louisiana, but rice definitely is.
Yeah.
So
And
that's
I
what they
mean, a
do.
huge shout out to Drew, what he's doing down there to make a list like that's pretty big for Circle City, I believe. So I'm excited to get into that bottle at the end here too.
Anybody else surprised by half of the Booker's releases getting in there?
I think the one is that Jimmy's batch, that one was great. That
Yeah,
was,
The
that was
Jimmy's
the
batch
one,
was awesome.
that was
Yeah.
the one that reminded everybody of Russell's, Jimmy Russell,
Yeah.
that was his dedication. That was a great one. I
And I'm
don't know
never
about the
surprised that
third
one makes it, but I
Yeah.
guess I was just kind of impressed that 2 made it. 'Cause
Yeah.
Booker's is
It was Booker's
so
1
all
and 3.
yeah, it's so all over the place. Like
Yeah.
you never know what you're gonna get with any of those 4 releases.
I was trying to see if a buff turkey made it in. I don't see one. I think mostly because the buff turkeys were all single barrels. He does not do single barrels on
Right.
this list. So,
Okay.
so that's probably why we don't see buff turkey.
Is that why Heritage didn't make it? Because it is because Jack Daniel's Heritage is all single barrels, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
That would-
So I want to talk about Jack Daniels for a second.
Let's talk about it.
Did you see that text the other day that I sent in the group? Remember when we got our Jack Daniels barrel proof rye pick? And we didn't get to go do a Jack Daniels
Oh,
barrel
yeah.
proof rye pick?
yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I responded back to you.
I must have been drunk.
Yeah,
What?
they allow only a few in a year. If you
Huh.
get in too late, then you don't get to go down there. So if
Alright.
I was to wait last year, it would have been till the middle of this year to get it to do one because they do them right first part of the year.
Yeah, it probably would have been like last week when a certain group of other people went to Jack Daniels to do a barrel
Yeah, they
proof
usually
rye
do
pick.
them in January, February at the most. Yeah.
Yep, I tasted them. They're good.
I'm sure they are. I was just like, wait, I thought they didn't do in-person tastings.
Well, the one we got here
Or
is-
barrel picks, I
is
mean.
excellent.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
it's
not
a-
saying it's not. I was
Yeah.
just more salty that
you didn't get to go.
I don't even really
I-
care
Well,
about going.
that was actually one that they came to me and said, "Hey," or not Jack Daniels, but the distributor came to me and said, "Hey, we got a barrel pick. Do you want it?"
Yeah,
At that point, I'm at their mercy. So
And
we
to
had
be
get
honest,
what we
like,
got.
Rural Inn, I remember Ray reached out and said, "How'd you get that?"
Yeah.
because he was shocked that you gotten it too. So
Yeah,
it
'cause it was the only
yeah.
one for Indiana last year too. Now I've heard that they're opening up a lot more this year.
yeah, we're trendsetters. So,
So I
whatever.
think they're going to be opening up a lot more around the region anyway. I think most distilleries will do that because again, you got to find ways to sell whiskey right now. So
100%.
good
Well,
way
I mean,
to
they
do
got
it.
a bunch of people that aren't doing much
So-
right now.
Yeah, yeah,
So to that point, let's say, because I was having this conversation last night with some people. If you go to Jack Daniels to do a barrel pick, it's kind of like the same thing with Old Forester. They're
They
pulling
pick
out
5.
3 or 4,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Do you feel compelled because you're there at a big 6 distillery that you've got to walk away with
You have to
something,
get
or are
something.
you willing to turn back your back and say, what you presented to me is average and
Right.
I'm not going to touch it?
Well, I know you and
Try
I are in
again.
the same boat there. I mean, I'll walk away if it's not good, or I'll ask for more barrels.
Yeah.
But as a club, it'd be kind of hard.
I
It's
think
like, you
there's
were
more.
invited to come. It's like, man,
I think there's more pressure when you're at a Heaven Hill, at a
Yeah.
Jack Daniels, at an Old Forester.
Because you
to-
really want to tell them, I don't think these are good enough.
Yeah, you get invited back?
Yeah.
right? Like that.
Right.
There's this line you've got to walk. So I think like it's okay to say, you got something else we can try.
Right.
Like, we've not been wowed. Is there a couple? I think that's the cool thing to do. And if they say no, then that's the choice you got to make. But if they say, yeah, maybe you can find something else, like Old Forester. When I did the Club Marzipan pick, the 3 barrels they pulled out, I'm sorry, they weren't good. Like, I
Yeah.
wouldn't have picked any of them, but it wasn't my decision, So, yeah, that's just something I thought was interesting. I feel like there's a lot more pressure to not walk away from a barrel pick
Yeah.
at a big distiller versus somebody small, So,
That's fair.
I agree.
Especially as a club or independent.
Yeah.
Our
You don't wanna
friend
look
Keith
bad.
was walking in, and I couldn't quite see who it was, and I'm like, "Who is walking in here with like a fur-lined jacket?" It was
Oh.
Keith's hair was all over the top of his jacket.
Chest
Keith's
hair
got long hair.
coming
and
out, yeah.
I'm like, man, what in the hell is that? Oh wait, it's Keith.
Keeping his neck warm.
Kind of freaked me out there for a
All
second.
right, is this still briny to anyone else?
It
Yeah.
totally is.
It is, yeah.
I don't think I've ever had a cigar hang on to like. I don't know that I think it's briny. I think it's more kind of mineral salt. Like
Yeah,
it
I
doesn't-
would agree with that because I mean, especially what's left on the mouth in the mouth.
Yeah,
It's like it's all mineral.
I
right
like
now
the
for me.
flavor though.
I do
too.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
different.
actually to me, it's bringing out
I'm
more
so-so on it.
subtle.
You're on the fence with it.
No,
Yeah.
I'm on the fence with it. Like,
It's definitely more of a medium body. It's
Yeah.
not going to knock your socks off
Yeah.
strength wise or dark, rich, chocolatey notes and stuff.
It's not a pepper bomb.
It's
or
more
anything
of
like
this
that.
would be more what I would call what you call it more of a traditional cigar notes. It's got a lot of complexity to it, but it's
Well, it's
very
an Aladino.
traditional cigar. Exactly.
I mean, this is
Exactly.
This is what Aladino does. They
This
give
is
you
the
a
middle-
great
middle of where
constructed,
they are,
easy
yeah.
to smoke, like just nice.
I think that's what I think I was expecting more of a flavor bomb in my head, and I had it in my
This
head.
one-
It's not there.
This one to
except
me
so.
is more of a subtle flavor bomb.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different flavor there, but it's like really subtle notes.
When I
There's a lot of
retro
different
it,
baking spices.
when I
and minerals.
retro it with the bourbon, I get that graham cracker note coming through.
That's what I was
on
just
it,
gonna
yeah.
say. I feel like I get this like cracker. You said graham. I think that's pretty spot on.
It's something
Almost cinnamon-ish.
Yeah, it's some sort of like,
It's Teddy Grahams.
or
Teddy
either a shortbread or something,
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
like a shortbread cookie or
Lorna
something.
Doones.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's going well with this whiskey for sure.
so this is the first that they were released, right? Claro. So that begs a question. When you're doing contract rolling, manufacturing, things of this nature with cigars, do you want to put out that like super heavy, super full bodied?
It probably depends
Spice
on
bomb?
your brand too.
Yeah, like,
You know,
do you
for
want to?
us, I
Is
would-
this like the clear spirit of cigars?
maybe?
It's
Yeah.
But
the,
also
it's the
talking about-
90 proof.
Talking
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
Claro, you know, Claro, they had that Cigar of the Month Club, or they something like that, and of course you're hitting a wide palette of people. Well, having something medium is going to hit everyone's palate. If you did something full body, it wouldn't work. Mild wouldn't work
Yeah.
either.
Yeah,
So
you're
I
gonna
get it
exclude
for
a
their
certain
model
group,
for
yeah.
sure.
You try to
But
appeal
if
to
I-
everyone.
If I was to get one, which I will eventually get a cigar, it's going to be more full body because I think our crowd here likes more full bodied
Sure.
stuff. So I got to hit the crowd plus, honestly, my palate too. So
Now, I will say because it's Claro, and Claro makes they make cutters and they make
well, they
lighters.
make humidors.
Humidors.
Yeah,
Humidors.
They buy the cutters.
They
mine,
buy
but
the cutters. Okay, well, they make the
yeah.
humidors.
Yep.
Still, they're making something that has an artistic factor to it,
Yep.
right? And so when you see a presentation like this from a company like Claro, I'm not really surprised.
Mhm.
You're, let's be honest, you're not paying $30 a stick for just the cigar.
Yeah.
You're paying for the box and the presentation,
Yep.
you know, all the packaging, and it's cool.
It
I
is
mean,
cool.
unfortunately, I'm joined in studio here by my wife because I'm looking at this thinking,
I kind of want
"Ah,
one.
I
And
kind of
she's
want
like,
one. And she's
no,
like,
you don't.
you're not spending $300 on 10 cigars, right? See, I got that look right there. But look, I mean, it looks super cool.
It's
know,
okay,
got
you
a
can do it.
rocket,
It is.
And look at that. The base of the rocket is a
Yeah.
cigar holder.
Yeah, cigar stand too.
I
so
mean,
it's
that
kinda
is,
cool.
it's pretty awesome.
Hey, what time's our flight to Miami tomorrow morning? Just checking with you.
Everybody's trying to get me in trouble today.
It's gonna be snowing there anyways.
Yeah, you need to start drinking. That's gonna make me seem like I'm.
we get a
in better
margarita to the front,
position
please?
here.
Margarita aisle 6.
Blackberry amaretto sour, please.
So speaking of drinking,
Empty Glens.
I'm empty.
All right.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and pass it around.
Everybody
I gotta
just
finish
stopped and
mine.
looked at you like they didn't know what you were talking about.
So yesterday we had a nice day.
Yesterday was a great day.
It was part of the Christmas present for Janel and I guess us. But we did
I kind of do feel like that ended up being like a group present.
it was,
Yeah.
it was great. It was a jury duty experience. We went to the library downtown.
The Indianapolis Public
Indianapolis,
Library.
the
Have you guys ever
close-
been there? Anybody?
Mhm.
You guys? You've
Yeah,
been
it's
there?
been a
My
long
first time.
ago. But
It
yeah.
was my first time. That place is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a
Sweet.
library, but it's cool.
I haven't been to the library since graduate school. I stay away from
It's
it.
an interesting
reasonable.
building, that's for sure.
Yeah, super cool. So we do this jury duty experience. Basically, there's these actors, and they judge, plaintiff, defendant,
Prosecutor and a witness.
and one witness, and it's pretty cool. You sit in the crowd. It was pretty much sold out. A couple hundred people, maybe 100 or so. The trial was a criminal trial for AI driving cars that killed a bicyclist. And the manufacturer of the AI software for the vehicle was under prosecution for
Negligent
negligent homicide. And as the crowd, we were jury voting on if he was innocent or guilty. So it was an interesting time. It was pretty cool.
It was actually awesome. And it was kind of funny because I just got back from Silicon Valley this last week where I was in a week-long training for AI.
AI,
Like, because we sell AI
fresh off the
solutions. And so I have to know how it actually all works, machine learning and all that. So we get there and they start going through the case and I'm just kind of laughing the whole time. So I'm like,
Because it's not real.
No, they
Oh,
did
okay.
a good job. Yeah, they did a really good job of presenting, serious, factual situations that could arise.
A
right?
lot of
I
things that
mean,
made you question a lot of things.
yeah, it did make you think, and I highly recommend it. I mean, it was only an hour, So any stress you have about, jury duty, like it's fun, it's easy, nobody's life is at stake.
You get a
You're not,
recess.
you're not like stuck for 5
You get
days,
lunch.
right? You're not
Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
$7 a day or whatever they, send you a check for.
But it was fun.
it was just,
I would have said he was the AI guys were not guilty because bikes don't belong on the road.
You're that
That's
guy.
just my opinion. I mean, how many times you're trying to get somewhere and there's a whole group of bicyclists on the road, and I'm
we're going to dismiss the Asian guy from the jury.
Just-
Yeah.
just what
Yeah.
goes through my head there.
Clouded judgment.
That's number one, exactly how not to get on the jury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, we did go to Hacienda before we drove
Before.
downtown. So Janelle's already, a margarita deep, and she's having a lot of fun. And then shows up and she's like, "I forgot my notebook to take notes." And then-
Unfortunately,
You took it that serious.
Note app on your phone.
yeah, she took it.
Highly doubt
that.
She took it very seriously.
Or you can go to
except
law
for
school and be
drinking
a
before.
judge and
I
do it
just-
every day and get paid.
I just
Yeah.
got my letters in the mail, which I don't know if you guys get them. I get them every freaking year to sign, to fill out the whole paperwork about possibly being drawn as a juror. Every year I get it filled out. So this year it says, are you acquaintances or whatever of any of these people? I'm like, police, yep. Fire, yep. All these things, like lawyers, yep. Judges, yep. I'm like,
Politicians.
knock me out of this. It's great, but I would love to serve. Honestly, I would like to serve on a jury at
I
some
don't think
point.
I've ever got that letter before.
I was
I
starting to
get it
think that.
every year, and
I've
I
been
get,
selected for jury duty before, and then they say settled on a plea bargain.
I've never actually
I've
gotten
never had to
called,
go
but
and
I've
do it.
actually probably been drawn as a juror, or not drawn as a juror, but got the letter for jury duty. I've gotten it probably 2 to 3 times a year for the last 5 years, and I've never actually had to go serve. But you have to wait till the night before to find out if you have to go the next day. I'm like,
Yeah.
I've only been called for jury duty once in my
maybe I
life,
need
and
to
that
stop
was.
sending the letter back in.
So, I mean, but that
Since
was
it's
a
required
long
by
time
law.
ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm starting to think that maybe I don't really have citizenship. My mom,
Right. Faked
somehow,
it.
yeah, faked.
Don't say that too loud.
Yeah.
You're
illegal.
Yeah,
Yours
just
was
keep
up
us
at
right
50.
over there.
Yeah.
At 50, you were up.
Yeah. So like I said, I want to serve on a jury. I think
Sounds
it'd be
like you
pretty
need to move to
cool.
Minneapolis.
I got the letter
Yeah.
once. I got called. I served and guilty. Like I hit the trifecta.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never been called. I've actually gotten the letter many times to actually say you're going to be on a jury, and I never got called. So
Yeah,
Say,
you
I never
just-
made it past the selection process.
nope,
and
I
like
never
said,
even
they,
got to the selection
they
part
plead
process.
before they did a plea deal
Yep.
before even.
Just see
happened.
certain people that look
The
guilty.
nose on this, not to,
Oh, good.
push the topic, but the nose on this, I don't know that
No.
I've ever had such, I don't want to call it aggressive. I'll just say prominent because I don't think it's aggressive, but a prominent charred oak note,
Yeah.
like on the nose. Like y'all get it lots of times on the palate, but
There's a specific fruit that I get on the palate tasting it too, which I think I love this in a bourbon. I'll see if you guys get it.
Yeah, I think
Grilled watermelon.
Nope.
No.
No. She shut your mouth.
Nope.
no, the charred oak is on the palate as well. Yeah,
I get fresh plum.
fresh plum.
Yeah, I mean like very ripe and ready to eat.
I get
Huh.
more like cinnamon apple.
Dude, I
Crisp.
get plum
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
prominent on this.
I
I
could
grew up
see-
on plums.
I could see kind of all that.
Yeah.
For me, the brown sugar is
Brown sugar's
Pretty
definitely
Say
good.
it's,
yeah, yeah.
it's a
Pretty
hard
prominent.
sugar issue for me.
yeah, lots of oak, lots of
I
sugar.
mean, I can see how you can get fruit notes
Seems
out
sweet.
of it, but
So
it's
this is the
very
first
sweet.
batch that they've actually discussed the age statement of the whiskey. K. Luke has, up until this batch will not release the age statement. So this is a blend of 8 to 12-year-old Kentucky and Indiana bourbons. So you're definitely got some age in here, right?
Okay.
Well, and this is one that will be on the shelf here at probably the next week.
Yeah.
We'll be getting some in here as well.
Yeah, this is definitely a little different. I
I'm
actually
digging it.
really like it with this cigar. I think that the salt note on the cigar really supports this.
Mhm.
It's like
quite a
that
bit.
salty sweet collab there.
I'm reading seal box notes. I'm going to read these because I think they're ridiculous. Like, it's like, no
The
offense.
roulette wheel
I
of
like
flavors.
seals. All right. Tasting. The nose is plump and evocative, drifting between rich caramel and butter pecan before easing into Dutch apple pie and silky vanilla. Antique oak rises beneath it all, brushed with a soft perfumed spice that feels like a familiar memory made more refined. The palate arrives in a full velvet, voluptuous and chewy as tart cherry and spiced melon bloom across the tongue. A buttery torched orange peel glides in, coating every corner before deep chocolate cake and plush cream cheese frosting unfurl in slow, satisfying waves.
Do they drink something different than we're
The
drinking?
the finish is where the spirit truly lingers as that vibrant orange peel circles back through rich tiramisu and seasoned dough before settling into a long, tapering, warmth, lined and worn leather and quite decadence.
Is this the gum from Willy
There was
Wonka?
Bro,
14, 14 I was counting in my
Yeah.
head, 14 individual flavor specific
It's-
notes
yeah.
that they
so
call
this article was written by Augustus Gloop.
Yeah.
That is complete,
I would say
total, utter bullshit.
the one thing
that
I do
whole
agree
thing.
on is I think that orange peel
The sugar in the
at the
orange.
end, when it's finishing, the orange peel is almost like putting an orange peel on your tongue.
Yeah. Well,
You know,
I
just
get
the oil and bitterness.
the Dutch apple pie
Yeah.
is the apple cinnamon that
Yeah.
he was talking about. And like,
But what
now
they
that he said
did was
it,
they had
it's-
six people taste this, and
And
they
they-
wrote down all of their
Everybody writes
And they
individual-
Yeah.
dumped it all into Chat GPT.
Yeah.
That's
and
what it
write
sounded
something
like.
really
Yeah.
good.
See,
Yeah.
to me, like
Jeez.
I wish you could send that to me because that sounds like a good pickup line. Like this is what this is when I think of you.
This is
I
what
think
I-
of this.
Yeah.
Your voluptuous apple
Voluptuous.
pie.
Bachelor number one, can you describe a date night with you?
April 25th.
It starts out as a baked apple pie,
Yeah.
and then quickly transitions into a voluptuous no.
Yeah.
Voluptuous no.
Voluptuous spice melon drifting across my tongue.
Finish with a I would say finish with a slight taste of restraining order.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
think we're all blowing past Mike's little comment. over
Printer
there.
paper.
Yeah. You know, describe your favorite date.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that.
April 25th.
April 25th. Jesus
Great
Christ.
call out, Heidi.
Yeah. Hey, you got to sell whiskey, man. I get it.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
Is that actually Sealbach that's selling it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, they're actually out of it. They don't have any of it right now. out of
well with
stock.
I mean, come on, with a description like
I mean,
that, you're gonna
yeah.
buy every time.
Voluptuous. I'm getting that.
I
every
was
time,
gonna
man.
say.
I mean,
It's a
sometimes you
three-course
just
meal
want to
per
hear
steak.
yourself talk. And that's one of those things where
That's-
you just like emptied the bank there with every word that you knew.
yeah, 100%.
Sometimes it's okay to just say it's good.
It is.
I know,
Yes.
it's-
Yep.
It's just it's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
This
Well,
is really
This article
good.
written
You should
by
buy
Chris
it.
Gordon.
Yeah.
good.
It's good.
We want to hit
What my
first commercial?
partner's trying to tell you is that our brake pads are really cool.
Really good. All right.
All right, let's hit first.
Here we go.
Are you hitting a break? Okay. Final Third Cigar is Indiana's
see it glitch
exclusive
black for a
Aladino Cigar Lounge. Come to Final Third for a selection of over 20 different Aladino cigars, including the Cameroon, a wonderful cigar with nice light flavors. Make sure and visit Final Third, the Aladino exclusive cigar lounge for Indiana.
Yeah.
Thank you, Aladino.
Speaking
Yeah,
of
thanks,
Aladino,
Yeah, speaking of which.
speaking of which,
So-
I don't mind this cigar as I get into my second third. It's not my favorite,
No,
but I don't hate it.
no, it's actually a good cigar. If you're more of a medium body person that doesn't want a blast of high pepper spices or, cayenne or black pepper, this is not this doesn't give you that. But if that's not what you like, you might enjoy the cigar a
It
lot.
seems really tight though.
And it's
Mine's a little bit tight too, and it could
Yeah.
just be because they're new.
I'm wearing.
it's
half
got to
of my
survive
cigar.
space.
Like I look down, I'm just.
I haven't had
all
any
ashy.
draw issues at all.
So
Your it's got to
V-
survive 0G.
you're straight. You're V. How's yours smoking, Alan? Or you feel like you're trying to pull
It's
a lot?
a
or-
V. I would say beginning it was kind of a tight draw for me, but it's really opened up.
Mine's opening up some now
Yeah.
too. I end up V'ing and then I V'd the other direction on top of it to get a little bit deeper. This one's one I think you need to cut a little bit deeper.
You scissored them.
Yes, yes.
I didn't even go like lots of times on these when I do a straight cut, I'll go at an angle. to try and open up.
Yeah.
I didn't. It was, I mean, there's a slight angle there, but I don't know. I haven't had any draw issues. at
Well,
all.
the first one I smoked when Michael was here, he's the owner of Claro. He gave me one to sample. It was wide open, perfect draw. I'm like, this is perfect. This one I was feeling the same way. It's a little bit more snug, but it could be because it's, maybe it was sitting in his humidor, maybe it was a little bit higher
So
or whatever.
It's
I
a
don't know.
smoky cigar. Like
I
when
feel
we're
like it's
smoking,
producing a lot when
it's
you
a lot
do
of
get a
smoke.
good draw.
You know,
Yeah.
this makes me think of like the first time I smoked the 85th. I was like, man, this is a pretty good cigar. It's not something I'm necessarily going to go after. We talked about it maybe being a morning cigar or
Probably.
first cigar of the day. And then like as we continued to smoke, and we're like, no, this thing's awesome.
Honestly,
this
I'm
cigar is
with you on that.
amazing.
Well,
and I
more-
kind of feel like this is the first time smoking an
The second,
85th.
third, getting into the final third, it's a lot better.
I think
Yeah.
there's complexity to
yes.
this. I think
There
that there's
is.
a lot of different flavors going on here that and textures that
Well,
this is a solid cigar.
Well, I know the Cameroon they used on this one, which you can see, it's a little bit darker than the regular Cameroon we have in there. It was an aged Cameroon, but the binder was a very, very old aged. I'm pretty sure it's Corojo. I talked to Trey Mack, and he said he thinks it's Corojo. There is some Habano and Corojo in the filler, but that age, when you get a lot of age on their Corojo, it just turns into just like a complex bomb.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we're getting. Is like I'm well into the second third, and I feel like the second third is popped in a lot of different flavors. Some of the darker flavors are coming
Yes.
through, but it's actually getting a little bit more complex.
I would say the,
like
the retro on this is actually making that oak char that we were kind of getting on that palate. Every time I retro this, that flavor just pops back up in the back of my throat of that deep oak char.
Okay.
I'm same Will. I'm
Yeah.
getting a lot of that.
Yeah.
There's a hint for me, like I love the Belgian blue, which
Mhm.
like, in the middle it has that really earthy, buttery mushroom taste to me and stuff. There's a slight hint of that getting into the
Okay.
second. So
I would agree with
That's-
you on
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I think that's a great call.
It's getting
Yeah.
earthy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if anybody has Belgian blues, send them our way because we need more.
yes.
Yeah.
So who
Yeah.
is the owner of this? His name's Mike.
Mike. Yeah.
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 Let's talk about him coming in Wednesday night.
Oh yeah. Shows up in his almost looked like Heine coming in with his spacesuit on.
He had a
Yeah.
full on spacesuit,
Oh, yeah.
helmet, and everything.
No kidding.
Yeah.
To
He was
deliver this.
I was
Coming to
sitting with
promote
Dave.
it. I'm like,
I was sitting with Dave Lakes, and Dave just looked. He's like, "Oh boy."
oh, boy.
I thought he for some guy rode in on a motorcycle. I didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
I thought like who the hell's riding a motorcycle?
Honestly,
in
there
this
was
weather?
3 different people that when he started walking up said, "Is that Heine?"
It's a Halloween.
This is for Halloween, by the
Yeah.
way. It's not just random, like just wear a spacesuit.
He usually
A
wears when
tinfoil
he's-
hat, maybe, but not a
Maybe,
But
spacesuit.
maybe you should.
Maybe you should. Maybe you should. Just driving down the highway.
Date night.
Date night.
Date night. Hey,
April
baby.
25th, baby.
The claw.
I can't believe you delivered these in a full on.
That was funny.
That's great.
That was great. Yeah.
Presentation.
I mean, look, if you're gonna go all in.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Well, and shout out to Dave First. He brought a crew out here and had a couple people talking to him. It was a really fun event with him. He was doing some business consulting, and honestly, it was really more about networking.
Yeah.
It was kind of a cool time to talk, and I think they had a couple of really good conversations during that. So thank you for coming, Dave. I know you're watching this right now, so I appreciate you coming out and
Yeah,
doing
that was
and
fun.
supporting us.
How was the whistle pig event?
Yeah.
It was great.
Great.
It was great. I mean, that old fashioned kind of, that kind of went off pretty good. So
Stole
we're
the
actually-
show.
that's getting added to the menu long term.
Because we had
Yeah.
Maple.
I had the regular bourbon one. You had the rye.
Yeah.
The
It's,
rye.
it's totally distinct.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Totally distinct.
The rye, I think, is what makes that pop because
Yeah.
the bourbon becomes super sweet bomb.
It's sweet. Yeah.
The rye gets a little bit more spice, and it's one of those things too. Is like we had to figure it out because a half ounce of that maple syrup is way
A lot.
too much. A quarter ounce is exactly where you need to be, and it just makes the rye pop. The bourbon's still sweet, but it's good.
And
man.
I am lobbying that the name of this cocktail be Lego My Ego.
Lego
Yeah.
Mango. We got you. We
Okay.
got you. We got it. Yeah, yeah.
I like the little waffles on.
Yeah.
Lisa was
Attached
so
to it.
shocked on that because she's like, "No one's gonna eat those." I'm like, "Yeah, they
Oh, yeah.
will."
Everybody did.
Oh, he
Everybody.
tore 'em
There
up.
was,
Actually, it was
one that
great.
came back.
No.
I'm like, "Hell yeah, we're
Yeah.
eating those."
Everybody grew up on those damn waffles.
yeah.
Everybody did.
Horrible
So-
for you, but guess what?
Yeah.
I still like them. The only thing I wanted on it was peanut butter on my waffle. I don't know if you guys do peanut butter.
Peanut
on
butter, banana.
I just do peanut butter with syrup on my waffles usually. So
I do it on French toast.
Well, that
Yeah,
used to
me
be
too,
that.
me
That
too,
used to
yeah.
be toast.
yeah.
Shout
As a
out
kid.
to Chloe.
yeah.
She, the Southern rep, she knows
Oh.
these products. She can talk intelligently about them.
Yeah.
It's a breath of fresh air to hear a rep come in and actually
know things.
Yeah, be able to
Know your
talk something
product.
about. Yeah, she did a great job.
And we'll have her out a lot more this year. She wants to do more tasting events, and honestly, I'm with you. I really love her. I think she's just an awesome rep. One of my best rep, but probably my best rep right now. And but she does her job well. But she's also she's always gaining knowledge. Every time she gets a brand, she's researching and finding out. First time I met her, she was just getting into it and she didn't know a lot. Second time she came in, she already had all the knowledge. I'm like, all right, she knows what she's doing. So
I wish she
she's
wasn't so
great.
quiet though.
Yeah, that's the thing is, I mean, she's very bubbly, and,
Very.
but it's not coming across as annoying.
No.
No,
She is just super engaging, and she's just a really, really nice person. So,
She knew
but
her
she
stuff.
is not single anymore. She is married now. So all you
Sorry,
guys may
Alan.
want that. Sorry about that, guys.
Sorry, bud.
So she's no longer allowed back.
Yeah, she's always welcome back. I
Until
like her.
she's
She's
single.
sweet.
So speaking of Maple, last night after we were done with our jury experience, Mike is like, no, I don't want to go spend a bunch of money on dinner, but I want oysters. I'm like, bro, those two
Those
things
don't go
they
together.
don't go together. So we ended up over at Peterson's. Peterson's over on 96th Street. You guys been
Wait,
there?
you guys didn't go to the gas station and get oysters?
We
at the gas
did
station?
not
go
Oh,
there.
okay.
You get the
Gas
Plans
station
Casino.
So I don't know if you guys have been there. or
boy,
not.
that's a throwback,
Um,
man.
it's been a-
Peterson's, that's a
Peterson's, yeah.
throwback.
It's
You
been a
know,
while.
it's one of those things where it's kind of a tough place to figure out because I don't much care for going to the dining room there. It is a very nice steakhouse, but their bar, they got like 3 or 4 bartenders. Their bar is almost always busy
because because their bartenders are phenomenal.
they are
Yeah,
phenomenal.
yeah.
I mean, Kyle over there is just, he's the man, big dude, shaved head, the nicest guy. I've been over there a few times and just sat at the bar, had some oysters or, a couple drinks or whatever. Just such a great place to go into. They had a special last night that Mike and I got. They had an all-you-can-eat shrimp, which this is like going to like a Ruth's Chris or
Challenge
somewhere.
accepted.
Yeah, it was endless shrimp that ended last night. So endless, but ended. But it was.
How
was
are they?
crazy
How
good.
are they prepared? Like,
Four
You got
different
4
ways.
options.
oh,
You could do cocktail, scampi, barbecue, or fried.
oh,
And let me tell
barbecue
you, the fried actually best fried shrimp I've ever had.
Perfect.
Really?
They were
Butterfly.
spectacular.
shrimp. Ooh,
Perfect.
Yeah, they were great.
nice.
Perfect.
But the salad that came with it, because you got salad and coleslaw and fries. The salad, you were supposed to only have ranch buttermilk, but Mr. Lactose Intolerant over here couldn't have that. So they're like, well, we got a tarragon vinaigrette and a maple vinaigrette. And he got the maple vinaigrette.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Dude, I licked that ramekin dry.
Oh,
He
that sounds
literally had he had it up and tongue, and I mean,
Oh,
he was
that sounds
going
good.
at it.
I've
I
never
was
had a
practicing.
maple
You went full
vinaigrette.
Jello cup
It
on it,
was
didn't you?
so good. You could dip anything into that.
Wow.
It was amazing. It was basically
Very
it says
cool.
like a red wine vinaigrette.
I
with
kind of
maple
think I want to
syrup.
make that now.
Dude, it was
maple
good.
vinaigrette.
Oh, good.
A maple vinaigrette. Man, that
So
sounds
Yeah.
really
I've
good.
never had one of those. That sounds
Amazing.
delicious.
It
It was thick enough to the point to where like when you poured it on your salad,
It stayed on the leaves.
it did. Like
Yeah.
it didn't like it was very hard to mix together.
Didn't
Yeah.
run to the bottom.
Yeah, no, it was
Yeah.
like
It would have almost been better if they had dressed it in the back where they have a big bowl
Yeah, it
and
could toss
kinda
it.
Toss it.
yeah, so like the first bite was like all dressing. I was like, oh, I want more.
Yes.
So-
More.
Yes.
So yeah, tarragon, like interesting herb. Like I love it, but like a little goes a long
It's
way.
very
It
nice,
always
yeah.
makes me a little nervous with tarragon, especially like in crab cakes. They can overdo it with
They
a
can-
tarragon
yes.
sauce, and it's just you can't even taste it.
Yeah.
And so the
Yeah.
coleslaw it came with.
Yeah, it was a little heavy on the caraway. It was.
Yeah.
They could have
Very
served you a third as much as they did.
Yeah.
Because you were like, I need like one bite,
Yeah.
and then I can switch between a shrimp or whatever, and then
Yeah.
I come back and have another. And it's like palate cleansing. It's a little too much caraway. But one thing that we talked about is kind of funny because Jen said that we've never talked about this before. They take the time to properly shuck their oysters.
Yeah.
The oyster is like the meat is completely cut from the shell as it should be. And there was not, we each only got one that had any shell chunk in the bite at all.
And it was
Oh,
hardly a
that's great.
sliver.
And most of the time, they're back in the kitchen. They're trying to rip through those things. It's a
Yeah.
pain in the ass to shuck oysters. You almost always get like little chips
Yep.
of the shell in there. Almost none.
So good.
Just really, everything was really, really well executed. I'll say it like all the flavors don't always meet your expectations,
Yeah.
but you go there, you pick and choose the things that you like, the flavors. It's going to be executed perfectly every
Yeah.
time. So,
So did they have charbroiled there or just regular?
I mean, they might, but I don't
Okay.
know. I
They
always
did,
get-
but for our purposes, we only got East and West.
yeah,
raw.
they fly in. They usually have at least one each of East and West Coast. In this case, they had 2 different East Coast ones and then a West Coast, but sometimes they'll have as many as 3 or 4 from each coast. So you might have everything from up in Newfoundland all the way down from Chesapeake and then all the way up into Alaska down through San Francisco.
Sounds like a little. I gotta make a appearance there because I mean I love charbroiled oysters, and then I got now try this maple salad
yeah.
syrup.
Yeah.
and
I
stuff,
want
and so,
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
That sounds like a lunch
so
right
good.
there.
It's just one of those places that kind of flies under the radar because it's been there for what, 25 years.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah, I
and it's only
crapped out.
one location.
I
They don't
crapped out
have
at
anything
19
else.
shrimp.
Becky and I were having the exact same conversation this week. We were riding by. I'm like, you know what? We don't ever go here anymore. Like, we should come because it's a place that we just, you just kind of know it's there, but you kind of forget about it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's close enough to downtown, but it's not.
Yeah.
anywhere
Well,
near
it's
downtown.
also, I mean, Indianapolis is kind of a sneaky foodie town anyway. And there's a lot of great steakhouses.
There is.
They all do a great job of advertising. Peterson's doesn't.
No.
So they don't really advertise much.
They're just there.
But it's great.
And I really shouldn't be talking about it because we were able to get. I mean, it was a Saturday night, and we got 6:45. We managed to get a table for 4 in the bar,
Great.
and it was packed. Like
Yeah.
the bar was packed. The dining room, you could tell. I don't know, probably 50%, but that's typically the case there. Their dining room just doesn't fill up.
Right.
But
The bar's always, yeah, you're right. The
they could
bar's always
double their
full.
size of their bar.
Yeah, yeah.
So, question for the group here: oysters. If you partake in raw half shell oysters, what's your preference? East Coast or West Coast?
West.
West
Yeah,
Coast.
I'd say
West
West.
Coast.
I would say west.
West.
I would say Alaska. Yeah.
I'm west, but I also appreciate the east.
I'm East. I love the stuff up from Massachusetts and all the way up into Canada.
Yep.
Oh man, they're so briny. I love those, and they're smaller,
Oh,
right?
They
They
are.
aren't
I was
as
thinking
big.
west was
but
more briny. Okay,
No,
I do like the brinier ones.
I
So-
think. Well,
More.
it depends, right? You're going to get.
Washington State has some really great, like meaty, briny,
They're big.
and they're bigger though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bigger.
Didn't we got golf when we were down south?
Gulf
too.
are always massive,
They're-
and Gulf tends to be a little bit more kind of milky,
Chalky.
Yes,
Yeah.
chalky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are great charbroiled.
They are.
Yeah.
If
Yes.
you're going to get
Charbroiled
cooked
are great,
oysters,
yeah.
they
Those-
are
that's the
awesome.
reason
down
why
south.
Go with
I
Gulf
love it.
Coast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so Peterson did not have the best menu at. It was good, but I've had plenty others that were better. The cocktail and the horseradish. I mean, it's pretty hard to screw that up, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
minuet was
yeah,
was very good, but I still hands down Ocean Air.
Ocean Air.
Yeah.
Ocean Air's minuet sauce for the oysters is the absolute.
So is salts. Salts is really
Salt,
good.
yeah,
Is
I've had
it?
theirs.
I
Yeah,
still haven't been to
very
salt.
good.
Salt?
Salt on mass.
Salt
Salt
on
on
mass.
mass.
I didn't.
And in Geist, yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah,
Well,
about
you
they
guys
were
talk
guys.
about Tiburon all the time too, and I still haven't
Oh,
been there yet.
Man, it's so
Man,
good.
I haven't been there
So
here.
good. You've never been there?
No.
That's what I want to go to.
I
as
would
well.
say, like I said, the meal I had there, of all the meals I've had in my life, top 5,
Yeah.
the meal. So,
I've heard that too, and I know they're very heavy on seafood.
Yeah.
You're going
The
to drop some
best-
coin in there, though.
the best Toro fatty tuna I've ever had. Yeah, sashimi,
Mhm.
3
I love tuna.
pieces, $20, and it's crazy. Like you can dip just the corner, okay, into the soy sauce. You need a drop of it, and it's just enough salt. All that fattiness in the fish, just flavor bomb.
They do a cool thing at Tiburon on the menu. It's like surprise roll, or I don't know what they call it, but
Yeah, the chef's
it's the
roll.
chef's roll. So you could kind of give them some direction and say, I don't want it spicy. I want it spicy. But that's about all your input, and you get what you get from them. And it's going to be something they created. And I've done it twice, and they've both been phenomenal.
Yeah.
I
Really
like
good
that.
stuff.
Before we went to Peterson's, I mean, so the show gets done around 4:30. It was
What
only
show
an
are you
hour.
talking about?
The
This
jury experience.
jury thing.
jury
Oh, I
thing.
got you. Okay.
So it was about an hour. We were going to go to the pawn shop pub, but we weren't really hungry because we ate at Hacienda at like 1 o'clock. So we ended up going to the Exchange on Mass Ave,
Yeah.
having a couple drinks. Let's see. What did you start with? I don't remember what you got.
Exchange
I
makes some
know what
good
I ended
cocktails.
with. I ended with
Great
the,
cocktails.
the
Yeah, they do.
whiskey sour.
Yeah. You had a whiskey sour. Jen had a whiskey sour with a floater. red wine float.
Yeah, I
And
had one
then,
of those. It's so good.
They're fantastic. The ringing.
I'd say Chloe and Lisa both had the espresso martini there, and
Yeah.
it said it was fantastic.
I don't remember what I had first. It was I had whiskey there. The last drink I had though, it was some sort of flower, something. Sunrise flower.
Oh, the Suntory.
Yeah, so it was
cucumber.
Suntory Loki
Ooh.
with cucumber simple syrup and mint, and it had like a daisy in it. It was like a legit flower, which I'm allergic to pollen, so that didn't help very much.
Well, it couldn't be that much pollen in it.
It
right?
wasn't that bad.
Was
But
there
like
bees in it?
Yeah.
it was like and club soda. That's what it was. Topped it with club soda.
Okay.
So it was very like refreshing. I like
Oh.
cucumber though. You have
Yeah,
to like cucumber to
I
have
like
that.
cucumber. Yeah,
But the cucumber simple with a little bit of lime and mint, man, that was killer.
I bet.
With the
yeah.
Suntory,
With that
Kinda
floral,
brings you
right,
that
like
mojito
Japanese,
world.
Yeah.
soft and delicate.
Yeah, if
Dude.
you haven't been to the exchange,
It's cool.
it's a mixologist bar.
Hmm.
Like that's
yeah,
It-
you're 15,
it's
16 bucks a cocktail.
15,
which is
16
great.
a cocktail, and you're gonna wait.
Yeah.
It's gonna take time because they're bitters and syrups, and they're like shake this 15 times and stir it 37 times, and they've got their process, and it
Yeah.
has to be this ice cube, and you can't customize. Like you order their drink, they don't do rim on anything. Like
Yeah.
Janelle asked for a lemon drop with a sugar rim. They're like, yeah, sorry, we don't do sugar rims.
Yeah.
Get
Go to
your
Hussey.
head
Pull it
out of the
together,
damn
Alan.
gutter, you
Pull it
two.
together.
Both of you over there, I see what
He
you're.
keeps looking at me
It's
and giggling, and I'm
ridiculous.
just like, "Come on, man."
Actually, before I forget it, a Cuba Libre. Have you ever had that drink?
Yeah.
I don't
So
think
it's
I
like a
have.
Cuban drink, but I was like, I had someone ask me because I was talking about. I said, oh yeah, like I go to this whiskey and cigar lounge and all that, and he was talking about it, and he's from Cuba and stuff. He said, hey, do they make a Cuba Libre? And I was like, I have never even heard of that. So
I hadn't either,
I
so
was-
I'll have to look it up and see if it's something we can do.
Now, have you guys been to a tiki bar?
Yes.
A legit tiki bar?
not like Tiki Bob's down in
No,
Indy
not
back in
like
the
That
day.
that.
doesn't count.
No, that doesn't count. I mean, one. So I didn't know this. I was in Palo Alto this week, and a buddy of mine from Houston, Nick Wilson, he's at the training with me, and he's like, hey, tiki, it's a whole thing. There's a history behind it. There's like a culture. It's all these specific drinks that are like classic tiki drinks. I didn't know anything about any of this. And I guess there was a guy who was in World War II out in the Pacific at Hawaii, and he came back and he was kind of, I don't know, a bum or somewhat homeless or something, but he ended up opening this little bar, and he just grabbed whatever floated up on the beach and like decorated his bar with it.
Yeah.
And that's where like the tiki theme came from. And then he kind of took like the Mai Tai kind of being the original tiki drink, right? It's a Hawaiian drink. And he started making these others, this grog, and there's all these apparently 5 to 10 cocktails that are considered classic tiki
Tiki drinks.
cocktails.
Oh, I forgot.
And
I have a
that's-
tiki head.
That's and they serve them like their signature drink is always served in a
Little tiki cup.
glass
Yeah.
that it's got.
I have
head or
I have a
something.
totem I got in Grand Cayman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 So I didn't even know any of this. I mean, I had heard of a tiki bar. I'm like, yeah, I know it's like rum drinks. And it was.
Mai Tai.
He took it really, really seriously.
All right.
And then we went, and I had a zombie, and I had a grog, and I was completely blitzed
Uh-huh.
because holy hell, those things you don't even realize it. But
Go
man,
ahead,
you get
Rob.
to the first one, and you were
Tell them what a Cuba Libre is.
It's the most complex drink I've ever seen.
Yeah,
It's rum and Coke
with lime.
with a lime wedge.
Are you
It's all-
kidding?
it's all
Cuba
it is.
Libre meaning
he was talking about how it's made with bourbon and all this
No.
and that, and
No.
The Cuba Libre,
Rum,
meaning
Coke
free
with a
Cuba, is
lime
one of the most
wedge.
popular Cuban cocktails in existence, along with the classic daiquiri and mojito. While the combination of rum, Coke, and lime may seem simple, with those 3 ingredients lies a synergy that has pleased palates for over a century.
So if you want a Cuban Libre, we got you.
we got
Yeah.
you.
But
You put the lime in the coconut.
have you ever been to Strangeburg down in Irvington?
Yep. That's what
no,
we
that's
talked.
but that's
we
what
talked
I've
about
heard
that yesterday.
That's a
Yeah,
great
yeah,
place.
yeah, and they have fresh oysters.
And they have an oyster club.
So
Yep.
yeah.
They have ramen. They have the worst rum old fashioned. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Wouldn't recommend it.
Probably
but
sweet as hell too.
Very sweet.
Yeah.
Very, very sweet. You could definitely get a Cuba Libre there.
Mhm.
Probably could.
Now I feel so bamboozled. Like this guy's. Like, I asked him, I was like, "Well, what bourbon do you put in there?"
Dude,
It's like,
have you
I'm
tried
not
Jack
really
and
sure.
Coke?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the
So
thing. Is like,
amazing.
if it's a bourbon Cuba Libre, it's
Bourbon
Jack and Coke.
Yeah. With a
So,
lime.
with
With
a
a
lime.
line. Yeah.
I'd like a Kentucky Libre, please.
Yes. That is kind of funny.
Free Kentucky.
Sorry, I
Does
didn't know
anybody
that.
else
No, like I said, I didn't know
Empty.
what it was.
Yeah, I've been empty for a minute.
Next.
Oh yeah.
All right, what are we getting to?
Circle City.
Circle City.
Do we want to hit another commercial here?
Might as well.
Yeah.
While we grab the next bottle here.
Calling all dog lovers, say hello to Spencer Lee's, offering freeze-dried pet treats, crafted with care and bursting with flavor. Spencer Lee's treats are the ultimate reward for your four-legged friend. Made from single ingredients and freeze-dried to perfection, these treats are packed with all the goodness your pup craves. Be sure to visit Spencer Lee's on Facebook or Instagram for updates and website information. Thank you, Spencer Lee's.
Yeah, please buy my stuff because I like to spend money on oysters and dinner and alcohol and
All that.
Well, while we're pouring this one, I'll go ahead and talk about some things coming up and all that
Vince.
too. So coming up, actually tomorrow, Monday, we're going to be open up special hours, 5 o'clock till the end of the game for the IU demolishing of Miami game. We hope.
we're gonna ride that
So,
hurricane.
So we're going to be here at 5 o'clock. So if you guys want to come out and enjoy a cigar and drink while you're watching the game, we got you.
But before
oh,
that,
Sorry,
no,
Rob,
please,
you're out of luck.
please show up for the Noblesville Boom game that's at 3 o'clock.
3
3
because
o'clock, yeah.
sellout crowd for sure. So
I doubt half the team shows
Kill
up.
it, Rob.
that's probably true. They're all going to China anyway. So
Yeah. So after that, we have
Well, it's better than the Raiders.
the NFL championship weekend is going to be the chili cook-off here.
Hey, for the championship game tomorrow, like bring snacks if you want.
Yeah, bring
whatever.
snacks, whatever. Yeah, we'll have some snacks out there too. But yeah, if you want to bring some snacks, it's going to
Oysters?
be super casual. Once the game starts, please don't ask me to make you a cocktail because I probably won't. Somebody might, but I won't. But yeah, so tomorrow it's going to be a fun time. I'm excited to watch the game. You know,
Would you toddlers quit?
hopefully they
Okay.
can do it. But the NFL championship on January 25th, chili cook-off 3 to 6. If you're in the competition, which I know there's several people that signed up this year. I think we got maybe 7 or 8 already signed up for it. Bring it hot because we can't put all those in our circuits because it's going to blow our circuits. So bring it hot. The January 31st is our hard cutoff last day for the sign up for the membership because we need to get things planned out for the rest of the year. So I know we have a few people that are we're going to be signing up here soon. Please get that done here in the next couple weeks.
Working on it, man. Jeez,
Super
get
Bowl.
off my back already.
Super Bowl, February the 8th.
He's got to approve it with the accounting department.
Yeah, yeah. Then we have Johnny Cash tribute on February 28th.
oh yeah,
Cigar 101, which will be towards the end of February. Our 4th anniversary is coming up March 1st, so we're going to be putting out some dates on doing some fun stuff for the 4th anniversary. And then April the 9th, we have the McAuliffe White release party here, so we'll be having that going on too. Jeremy was trying to get me some whites so we could do a special, for the IU game, do some your reds and whites together. They weren't able to get them to us in time. It was going to cost like $300 to ship them in time to get it to us. So we're not going to worry about that.
does anyone else in town have them yet?
No, they're not out yet.
Oh, okay.
No,
okay.
no, we'll have them as soon as they're available. The only place that's going to get them first is going to be 2 guys up in New Hampshire. They're going to get them, maybe a month before everybody else, only because they sell more cigars than anybody else on the planet.
Lame.
So it is what it is. But we'll get them as soon as they're available. We'll have them in here. It's going to be the mildest of the color series. If you're more of a mild guy, it's going to be one that I think you're going to enjoy. We smoked one. So wait, did we?
I have.
Yeah.
I did. I smoked
Yeah,
one.
You
right?
did.
Yeah, we
you
have.
weren't here.
I
yet.
don't think I
Yeah,
have.
yeah.
Yeah.
We had them at some point.
Or,
But we weren't allowed to talk about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
So we didn't, but we did.
We
Right,
did.
Gotcha.
Did.
Gotcha.
You
We-
said we could say that we had them now.
We
Okay,
may
cool,
or may
okay.
not have.
Yes, we did. We
It's
did.
He's an opinion expressed on
Schrodinger's
the show.
cat.
Yeah, yeah. As Lauren's yelling at Jeremy now.
Yeah.
Why did you tell him that? No, I'm kidding.
She can yell at me.
I
know.
was waiting for that.
Yeah. Hi, Lauren.
Step on my
I'm going to go out on a limb here. This is going to be in the top 25.
Oh, 100%.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is the
Yeah.
Circle City. This is the 12 year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this 100%.
Yeah.
The palate on this is
Wait, we
so
didn't have.
good.
Is that both the same bottles?
So no. So
Okay.
what we're finishing is batch 1,
Ah.
which is what we've tasted before.
Yeah.
Which is phenomenal. This is what's actually in the top 100. As a bonus, I brought a single barrel of the 12-year rye that Sobro did. So
Nice.
So
Yeah.
this is the 95.5, right?
yes,
95 rye, 5%.
12-year MGP, 95.5,
Yep.
Char 3, Space Side, 122 proof.
Amazing.
Beautiful.
So
so good. And actually, with this cigar, like this is
voluptuous.
this works really well.
Velvety.
This is the velvety honeydew that
Buttery on my
suckles
tongue.
upon the apple pie.
And it has all that spice note.
Kind of
It
whatever.
has the spice note you want in a good rye.
This was made for a cigar.
Yeah.
It really was.
has that like honeydew.
He could have easily called
nose.
this a cigar blend. To be
Yep.
honest with you.
Well,
Yeah.
see, I really
you could have
like.
marketed it as
blend.
I almost
easy.
wish we had started with this because the salt has kind of worn off here in the final third off the cigar, the mineral content, but I think it would have paired so well with this rye.
I don't know if you
It
retro
does,
it. I
'cause
do still get some.
I get
it
a
does,
little.
'cause I
It's
still have
not
quite a
it's-
bit left.
Yeah,
so.
mine. It's like getting down to the last inch or two, and it kind of tails off. a
When you
little
guys
bit.
are ready, I got some McAuliffe Coronas that are like
Oh, right
sample
on.
packed, so we can try through if there's some different ones if you guys want to.
Nice.
Not to backtrack, but yes, I know it's not a special event, but the panels are up out there.
Yes.
So
yeah.
out for the patio.
Are the
Yeah.
rocking chairs still there?
Yes.
The rocking
Yep.
chairs are still they're still
Oh
making
yeah,
it.
they'll still be there. They'll still be there.
Yeah,
Uh,
we had about what 10 or 11 people out there.
We had a Friday afternoon takeover.
Yeah, I mean, the next couple of days we're going to be extremely cold.
Cold.
We're not going to be able to warm it up enough to be out there. If you want to sit out there, wear your coat. You're definitely not getting wind, but it's going to be cold.
Yeah.
But you know, when it gets up in that 30, 35 degree range, we'll be able to heat it up where it feels comfortable. Out
I
there.
mean,
you guys were
Oh,
out
it
there.
was
50
nice.
it was
we were
50
having a
degrees
blast
out there.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
great.
and I think that day was what 30, 36, 37.
I don't even
maybe?
think it was that high.
No,
Not
it
that
was
high?
young. It was
And I think it
colder
got
then.
up to 50 out there.
Yeah.
So that was perfect for sitting outside
Now,
during the winter.
We do need to apologize to our buddy Alan Landis because he was out there by
He went out there by
himself.
himself, and then we
and
all just
he didn't want to. He wanted a cigar, but he had to go to a basketball game at night,
Oh,
and he didn't want to smell like a cigar. And the next thing you know, we had a whole group go out there.
Sorry, bud.
it's all right. I think pretty much the school knows he smokes cigars now, so it's fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to care about that, especially driving to work. I don't care anymore. I'm like,
You know, I don't remember
know,
every
I don't
time
like
in my
it
life
either.
I've ever cared.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know I smell like smoke everywhere
I'm
I
a
go.
grown ass man. I don't care anymore.
When my granddaughter, when she was like 4, came up to me and said, Papa, you smell like smoke. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. No. It reminds me of you. I like it. I'm like, that's all I needed to hear.
Great.
I'm good. I'm
You know,
good.
it's funny. We had my dad on the show Father's Day more than a year ago.
Yeah.
I think it's almost 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
And he mentioned how he used to smoke a cigar, but he had smoked like one a month in his truck because he grew up working for his grandfather, my great grandfather, whom I'm named after. And he said he doesn't really like smoking cigars much, but he loves
The aroma.
the
the
aroma
smell.
being
Yeah.
around because it made him think of his grandfather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love that. Like
I do too.
I want that. I want my grandkids to go, "Oh, I'm going over to grandpa's house and
Yeah.
smelling that cigar smoke.
Yeah.
It's a
I
lasting
agree.
memory.
I agree.
Yeah, it's nothing like your 97-year-old grandmother sheafing a cigarette in her 40-foot motorhome. Oh, I remember that like it was yesterday.
Winnebago Blues.
Why don't you call me more?
In 20 years, it's going to be, oh, I remember when I went to my grandma's house and all I
Those
smelled
misty
was weed.
100s.
I smelled weed.
Right, weed everywhere.
They say we're
The
at Paul
aroma of
Malls.
skunk, it was great.
Smells like downers in here.
Yeah. Is this indica?
Yeah, but to your
Yeah.
point, to your point about the cigar, I picked up Ariel down at Bloomington and her friend one time when she was in college there to take him to Starbucks, and her friend got in the car and backseat. She's like, "Oh, this smells like my granddad's car."
Yep.
Well, buy
Nothing wrong with
60s
that.
cars. They already smell like that when you buy them.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the fresh car smell.
Yeah.
You might still see a couple cigarette butts in the ashtray in the armrest.
Yeah.
See, they should allow you to smoke cigars on planes.
Oh yeah,
They used to. I've seen pictures people post of all these guys on a plane, everyone smoking a cigar. I'm like,
It's like a
I mean, just put one plane out.
yeah. It's like a
One
mad
plane for locations.
Yeah, one.
I'll take
one
a flight
location.
back and forth. It'd be
Yes.
great.
You know, it's a smoking flight. Maybe
Yeah.
you pay a little extra, whatever. But hey, at least you can smoke.
Spirit Airlines now
there.
smoking.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's only
Well, those are
$20
those
upcharge.
engines.
You won't get there, but it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Just don't take off. We'll be safe.
Just taxis
So-
around and
so
goes right
what-
back in.
You're going to Bloomington to watch the game? Is that correct?
I was.
Oh,
So here's the situation.
His son said, "Don't come because I'm gonna be partying."
Yeah.
I want
No,
my dad
not
there.
not at all. My
I
son,
know,
my son
I'm
called me.
kidding.
He's like, Dad. He called me yesterday. He's like, Hey, here's the deal. People are camping out tonight in front of Kilroy's, in front of Brothers, in front of all the bars,
So that they can get in.
so that they can get in. He's like, we don't even know if we're going to be able to get in. He's like, so for I don't want you to come, and then
not be able to go.
then there's a bouncer with a line because they've met fire code capacity.
And then you can't watch the game.
And I can't even get in. Even if he's got me a spot, I don't know if I'll be able to get in. So it's kind of like, it's kind of on the fence right now. I'm going to call him. I've got to work in the morning. So I'm going to call him and see, hey, what's the situation like? And I'm prepared not to go. If there's a chance I can get in, I may make the trip, but it's kind of 50-50 right now. I'm leaning more towards me not going.
Well, if
Every
you don't
single
go-
bar in Indiana is going to be
Yeah.
packed.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 Did you
Well,
see
I
what they
mean-
did? See what they did? They took the fish and Bloomington.
oh, they
And
took
the
it,
fountain?
took
They
it
took 'em out of
away,
the
Yeah,
took
so
out
it
of
doesn't
the
get taken again.
So the last time was 1971 when they went to a championship.
No, they've never been to a
no,
championship.
so it was for
It was
basketball.
basketball
So,
championship.
Basketball, yeah.
75, 76,
75,
81, 87.
Someone
Yeah.
stole the fish
Yeah.
and never brought it back.
Yeah.
So preemptively, they took the three fish out of the little pond or whatever. Not
That's
pond,
funny.
The
but
fountain.
the fountain.
Yeah.
And they're not going to put it back until we go back to another championship, apparently,
Okay.
because they're worried that someone's going to steal them.
So it's coming back next year.
Either
Oh,
that or, heaven forbid, the thing that we will not speak of happens, and then obviously they would probably put it back. But
Yeah.
so-
yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought it was funny. It was like preemptively, you got to take those out because
So
somebody
Kilroy's has
stole them
flesh tilapia.
50 years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
So I'm Alan, give us your take on the game tomorrow.
Yeah.
Talk it up a little bit. What do you think?
You know, I look at it. I think it's going to be the hardest game for them, matchup wise, because I think Miami is a disciplined team. I mean, I don't say they're probably less disciplined. They make stupid penalties,
Yeah.
but they're athletically gifted, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see if Indiana can run the ball. If they can run the ball, they're going to win because that neutralizes the defensive ends of Miami. And Miami is going to be missing one of the top cornerbacks for the first
Cornerbacks, yeah.
half because of the targeting penalty in the last game.
But there's
So-
also another player I think that's out for injury, right? On
Their
defense.
defensive tackle is gone,
Yeah.
which is good.
Yeah.
Their tight end is gone.
Yeah.
And so I think the weird part is, when you see IU playing Alabama, you saw a lot of people picking Alabama.
Yeah.
IU playing Oregon, a lot of people picking Oregon. A lot of people picking IU this time.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so it's a lot more,
It's a
so
different stressor.
I'm
and
sorry, I just don't think it's going to be close.
eight and a half spread is big.
I agree.
But the last six favorites have won. And this is in Miami, but I still think it'll be 50-50 at minimum.
At minimum,
I think it's going to
minimum.
be a one-score
I,
game.
I think it could be even. I think it'd still be 60-40.
Yeah, IU.
You know what I am going to do tomorrow, though? I'm going to pick the freaking turnover for the opposing team.
For the first play. Or
For the first freaking play.
First series.
Because I
First
swear to God,
series,
the
yeah.
one time I didn't pick it, he hits it, and I would have hit like $5,400.
Yeah.
Freaking.
So
You're-
Yeah.
I think 31-23 Indiana.
I don't think Miami can keep that many points off the board.
I think it's going to be 9-6.
So the
That'd be boring.
Yeah, what-
over and under on the points is what 47 and a half.
It's around 47, 48, yeah, around there. I think it's like 47.
I think that's low.
so.
I think
Think
Miami
be
will
closer to
score,
60.
but I think IU can score well too,
they've got to,
especially if their run game's going well.
and they've got to stop Miami's run game because I mean
They
that
do. They do.
I forgot their running back. He's like 6'2", 6'3". Like he's a beast. He looks like
Well,
a tight end running the ball.
And the one thing from last week when they played Oregon was, for the first time, maybe second, this season, at least since early preseason, every contact that their tackles made resulted in an actual tackle. They
Yeah.
never broke a tackle until they played Oregon.
Yeah.
So
Well, what was the one player on IU that the entire season, every time he engaged in a tackle, he's never missed a
No,
tackle?
I was like
Ohio
13.
State.
Oh, was it Ohio State?
Yeah,
Okay.
so I mean,
I was like,
he'll go first top
But
10
that's,
probably.
I mean, that's a huge. I mean,
Yeah.
think about that, man. You
75
never
tackles
missed a tackle,
and not one missed tackle.
That's
for the
incredible.
whole year, which is crazy.
But the scoring comparison of the Oregon game, I mean, we're into the first quarter. We had 65 yards, possession of ball, 3.5 minutes, and we were up, what, 21 to
Yeah.
3 or
Ended up,
nothing?
what was
I
it,
mean, they
30,
hadn't scored
38
yet.
to 3 at half.
35,
or
35 to
35
3,
3.
35-7, 35-7.
And I think he had still
Most
was
points
not
in
even 100
history.
yards yet.
Yeah,
or
you look at the
120
stats
yards.
and you're like, how are we up this much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On
But
paper, we
again,
were getting beat.
I think this game comes down to the same thing that happened last game. Whoever makes the most mistakes is going to lose.
yeah.
And I
Well,
know
luckily,
IU
you know,
just doesn't make a lot of mistakes.
They don't. They really
They got
don't.
Carson Beck, the 34-year-old quarterback that's been, you know, out
you
of
can,
college for
you
2
can go
years.
with the announcers, strategy on everything. Whoever's going to put more points on the board is going to win this game.
That's right. Thanks, Dan Deerdorf.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, they asked
Insightful.
Beck how many is he going to class? Did he have to go to class? And he's like, I haven't been to class in 2 years.
Which
I
which
don't know
shows
how I
you
said that out loud, but
That's
yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah, which shows you just how college football has changed.
Yeah.
There's no ineligible for bad grades anymore, anything like that. So
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous, man. Like, graduated 2 years ago, and then he backpedaled real quick when he realized he probably shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
That he's going for, you know, extended.
And what's been the
Extended
one narrative the entire playoff season is like, oh, I use cheating because all their players are older. How about the quarterback from Miami?
Yeah.
Right.
but we talk about it. It's like every college has the opportunity to NIL these players and
You're
stuff.
not doing anything wrong if you're playing within the rules.
No.
Right.
And that is part of the rules.
Why would you go and get a 5-star 18-year-old kid who hasn't proven anything that you're probably paying more NIL to instead of going and getting a 22, 23-year-old kid that's, developed, that's a man, that's, gone through it and stuff, and pay less?
So
Right.
let's talk about that because there's been a lot of discussion about how many teams there should be in the college football playoff, and the SEC and the Big Ten have some very differing opinions. The president of the SEC wants to see a 24 team,
Yeah.
and the president of Big Ten wants to see a 16 team.
Opposite. The holdup is Big Ten wants 24.
Are
SEC.
you sure about that? Because I was
I
pretty
thought-
sure I saw the SEC wanted 24.
Either way, I thought I heard the opposite.
Well,
and stuff, but
regardless,
regardless.
So, regardless of that, I'm kind of wondering, are there opportunities for, the rookie, the freshman, whatever you want to say, to come in and be in one of these second-tier teams and have an amazing year and actually take one of these teams, not just to the college football playoffs, but potentially a championship game or at least a semifinal round within these playoffs. Thinking about this transfer portal makes me kind of lean a little bit more towards 24, even though I was originally like, we don't need more than 16. But thinking like what that transfer portal means and the fact that you're probably going to see a lot more of these 5-star quarterbacks potentially going to, smaller schools because they know they can transfer.
Yeah.
They're going to look at it and they're going to go, you know what? I could be a backup for 3 years and then maybe have a chance to be a starter, or I could go start at a James Madison or SMU or any of these other kind of mid-tier.
Make a name for yourself.
Make a name for
Like
yourself and then
Chambliss.
go get paid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
James was
yeah.
for Ole Miss and stuff. He was
Yeah.
playing Division II.
Right. But do you think? I think there's more opportunity now for these mid-tier teams to potentially get huge talent that's not going to go to Alabama and sit there for 2 or 3 years and be a
Exactly.
development of
Or
player.
Ohio State or
Yeah,
at
why
this point,
would you?
Indiana, any of them. Yeah.
Why would there's no drawback now to going to a lesser team and
Nope.
being the big man on campus.
They were talking about that. It was the point you're exactly making. They were talking about that yesterday. Like some of these go and get some experience, play for a couple years at a smaller school and stuff, and then you'll get picked up by a big team and get your nil.
Yeah.
You get that experience
Yeah.
because there's probably a lot of talent out there that's some of these backups at these big time schools, they're never seeing the field,
Right.
and you don't know what they can do. But
Right.
now, hey, you've got a productive quarterback that can come in from like a Curtis Work played for Ohio Bobcats. And look what he did with Indiana. So
Yeah.
I think you're going to see it a lot spread out more. But again, the smaller schools will always be a farm system for.
See, and I'll
big
tell you,
time
man,
But
school.
it's not a bad thing because it does in a bigger playoff field. It does give you an
It
opportunity.
does give you an
My thing
opportunity.
is-
yes.
I like the 12. I like the 12 team playoff. I don't like having these playing games that everyone knows they're going to get beat. If you're going to do that, have your top 12 teams, period. And then you maybe expand it to 16 and have those 4 as the play-in options.
But Rob, if the talent starts to get spread across a wider group of teams, doesn't that by default mean that there is opportunities for these opening round games to not be
Could be.
a
Could be.
complete, just lay down and get your ass kicked?
It could be.
My other
Yeah.
thought with that too is that if you add more teams to a playoff format, do you have less time in between these games?
You're not
Because
gonna have
more-
a 3-week. You can't have
Right.
You can't have a 3-week layoff and stuff.
You're
It's gotta
talking
be-
about, if you do that, you're talking about bringing the college football all the way out to Super Bowl time.
Yeah.
Which it
Exactly.
should be. I'm sorry, but I understand the tradition of stopping on New Year's Day. And there's some old school holdouts that are like, college football should end on New Year's Day. No, I think college football championship should be on Pro Bowl weekend. That's
Could
what
be,
I think.
could be.
I think it should be the weekend before the Super Bowl. That's
Yeah,
it.
because no one watches the Pro Bowl anyway.
Exactly. Nobody
Yeah.
gives a shit, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter because
Players
it's not
don't
even a
give a
Pro
Players
Bowl.
don't
It's-
even care about the Pro
No,
Bowl.
they
man.
don't.
No,
It's
it's
skills
touch
competition
football.
for fun. Like
Yeah.
it's watching a pro-am golf tournament.
It's
you
getting
know?
a,
You
it's
don't
getting
really
a trip
care.
to Hawaii to hang out with your friends.
And
Yeah.
good for them. Like
Yeah.
and great for the fans that get to go and watch
Oh,
and
so yeah.
and
I'll
see
do
that.
something in a minute. Thank you.
You get to hang out with some of the players because it's a much looser type environment. Nobody really cares. Good for them. But that should be college football national championship.
But I'm glad we're having this conversation and we're not still stuck on 4 teams.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
for goodness sake.
The
okay.
4-team thing I thought was fun to start. That's great. But when you have 4 teams, number 5 is as good as the top 4.
Yeah, it's
In
better
most
than
cases. In
Well,
most
Miami's
cases.
it was
10.
better than a bunch of bowl games
But-
and potential split championship.
Yeah,
And
But I like the idea of at least 12.
Yeah.
But you can constantly go out and say, look at the NCAA basketball tournament. It was always 64, and then here's 4 more to play in games that are just absolutely worthless to have.
yeah.
And it's like, okay, how far do we go to continue to go to expand it out? I love it for the fans because you get more games, but also you're talking about a kid in college that's got now. If you have, you're already playing in the playoff, you can play up to 4 games if you're playing. That's a lot of extra games for a college kids to play going into it. Now you're going to a pro and you're playing the same amount of games. I don't know. It's a fun argument because I think we're in that world now. It's like, okay, that's a fun argument to have, but
Yeah, we don't want
I don't
to
know
take
where
them
you
away from their
stop it.
studies.
I don't want.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
studies.
Got to focus on their math.
Yeah,
You end
Yeah.
up like me.
yeah. Thanks,
I mean,
thanks, Beck.
If they went to if they had a 16 team playoff this past year, then we wouldn't have heard these whiny baby Notre Dame fans
Right.
and team out there.
Join.
But
Look,
you're gonna have
join
that no
a
matter-
conference, you bunch of
Not the
pussies.
ACC.
Well, I'll say,
Seriously?
it doesn't matter. I mean,
Yeah.
you can have a 64 team roster and number 65 is going to be mad.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how many you have. You're always going to have somebody mad.
And if we
Just
can get
deal with it.
16 teams with no buys, and that opens up an opportunity to have a broader field
Mhm.
of talent that includes some freshmen and sophomore playing for some of these second tier schools getting into the playoff because they have an amazing year. I think that's good.
I'd rather it
I don't
see-
like the reserve spots. Get rid of
Yeah.
the reserve spots.
I'd
The best
rather,
teams should
I
play.
like not seeing the buys.
Yeah.
Buys
no
for
buys.
pro, that's fine. I don't like the buys because, like IU, no one knew what was going to happen because they were out. They didn't play for what was
3.5
3.5 weeks.
yeah.
Well, first
That's
team
a long time. to
first
not
team in
play.
the college football playoffs, 12 team to actually win.
actually
Yeah,
win.
one
after
to
a
seven.
bye.
1 to
Yeah.
7 are the teams with the
Yeah.
bye.
Yeah, that
last
that
2
does a
years.
lot, man. When you're sitting that long, that's a hard thing
Yep.
to get back into football,
Okay, this bourbon,
especially as a
this
kid.
rye is.
Are you drinking the second one now?
Yeah.
I haven't got into that one yet.
Holy hell.
So this
It's
is
really
the
good.
second rendition of
No,
This is a
it's
single
different.
barrel.
this is
Okay.
a single barrel that Sobro picked of this iteration. So it's the first one we had was a blend batch 1 that was released by Circle City. This was just a single barrel pick. I think it's a lot brighter.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like it as much as the batch 1.
I think it's a little hotter.
A little hotter. It's higher proof. It's 128 instead
Okay.
of 122, but it just drinks a little brighter, a little more aggressive.
Which,
Still really good.
More
which I like.
voluptuous.
I mean,
Yeah.
More
Yeah.
voluptuous. Says.
this is a palate thing because I actually like them when they're a bit aggressive.
Yeah.
The personal preference, right? Now, I think in a judging situation, it'd probably have a point knocked off of it for being that aggressive with some of the heat and some of the.
Oh, that nose
The
is
nose.
amazing.
Yeah, it's
But but if you get your nose really down in there, the
Oh, it's
ethanol
good.
does
It is. There is that, but
it
the-
does get you.
I get a lot
there's
more
a hey, how are
citrus
ya if
in
you get
this.
real down.
I totally agree.
A
with
lot
that.
more citrus in this one than in the blend.
The voluptuosity is a little higher.
Nice.
Say voluptuousness.
Words with Mike.
Yeah. I know what our next intro should be. You remember the old Power commercials?
I don't think so.
What was it? It was like a power company or something. It was two people standing face to face,
Mm.
like their silhouettes. They're saying words. And it's like, but at. I have to find that video. You don't know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Man.
Nope.
I have no
Actually,
idea.
when you said that, I lost it.
I'm
Sorry.
not
Might have
sure
been a
what
phone
stations
company.
you watch.
That must have
Yeah.
been that must have been
PBS.
a Louisville thing.
That's
Sorry, buddy.
PBS, man. Come on.
Is this, are these the things you have to watch after you click your 18 and above?
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of Kentucky right now too, because I did say the word Louisville, so I can say that. I saw they're actually opening up a new. Well, I don't know how new it is, but it's a hotel in Bardstown that's absolutely freaking gorgeous. I mean, it's a whiskey themed, but it's beautiful, man. Pools, everything in there. And talk about a great place to get a room and go down there and explore the trail, man. It looks amazing.
Well,
I'm going to try that this year.
It's the one thing that Bardstown was lacking,
It
a
was, yeah.
upscale hotel experience, because
Yeah.
they have, there's nothing wrong with Bardstown Motor Lodge. It's fun, but it's cheap. And it's, throwback 60s type mom and pop hotel. This is a really high end, nice, and it's needed on the Bourbon Trail, because
Very much.
Bardstown, if you're not staying in Louisville, you really can't stay at a nice upscale place.
Yeah.
Like Louisville's got a plethora of them, but Bardstown really didn't have it. Till
I forget
now.
where
No.
we stayed, but
So-
we were in Bardstown and we stayed in I don't remember exactly where it was, but it was out by the interstate, and it was all bourbon themed. I mean, there were barrels in the lounge.
How long ago was that?
This was what, year and a half ago,
Oh,
2 years
okay.
ago.
This was
Probably
not
2
been
years
open
ago.
that long. Yeah.
But the pool was under construction and everything like that. So I mean, it wasn't the greatest, but at the same time, all the decorum was all distillery themed
Good,
and
yeah.
everything like that. And that's what they need, but it was more of a like Best Western kind of feel.
Yeah.
As far as the facility, and for them to have like an upscale version for Bardstown and the Bourbon Trail
Oh, it's perfect.
is exactly what it needed.
Yep.
Well,
I agree.
last time Lisa and I stayed down there, we actually did the motor lodge, and it was like pulling up your little camper up, pulling in there to motor lodge. It was
Alan, you'd be happy.
sad.
They have
my
coin
God.
operated vibrating
Yes,
beds.
they do. They
yes,
do. Yes.
Just
And
like the
anything-
old school.
Yes, anything I put a
Yes.
coin in.
Yeah. And if you want anything, you have to walk down to the one
But-
little thing to put your coins in to get
The-
your snacks.
Yeah.
The best thing about Bardstown Motor Lodge, though, is the huge courtyard area where everyone gets together in the evening and does bottle shares.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'll just meet random people.
Yeah.
Everybody brings bottles. It's kind of a known thing if you're staying there. All the guests Friday nights, Saturday nights will hang out there till God knows when,
Yeah.
smoking cigars, having pours, and it's the coolest thing just to kind of hang with strangers that are all bourbon lovers,
And
right?
I hate the fact I can't remember where we stayed, but the one place we stayed, the bartender was like, "Oh, you're here for the Bourbon Trail, da da da." And I said, "Yeah, we do the podcast. We're here to, do the trail. We're going to Heaven Hill. We're going to Bardstown. We're going to all these places and everything." He's, "Oh, hold on a second. You got to try this." And he disappears in the back and brings out the owner's bottle of Magnus.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
That's the Rat Pack bottle.
Ooh,
Oh, damn.
And he's like, "You got to try this." He's like, "The owner might be mad, but you really need to try this." And
Nice.
so I had a pour of that,
Oh,
comped,
wow.
from the, he
Yeah,
just
I
said, "You
mean-
got to try this." It was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, it reminded me of about the closest thing you could get to almost like the Penelope cigar batch, but with the Magnus profile.
and that blending that Nancy does
Nancy,
so well.
yeah.
Absolutely. And
Yeah,
it just,
yeah.
it knocked it out of the park because I just smoked a cigar in the parking lot in the back of my Jeep. And, because we watched the end of the Super Bowl in the back of my Jeep tailgate style and
Nice.
everything. And then we walked in and went into the bar. And I was like, and we were talking about, he's like, oh, you like bourbon? Oh, you like cigars? And da da da. He's like, oh, well, you got to try this. And he brought that out. And that was the perfect cap to the night,
Yeah,
was him scavenging the owner's bottle for me to try.
that's awesome.
So it was a really unique
So
experience.
that's a question I have for you too, because you just met Nancy and all that. Is Nancy still doing all the Joseph Magnus?
Yeah.
Cigar blends
Yeah.
too. Okay.
Yep.
I wasn't sure
Sure
she was
is.
still involved with that
She
too.
sure
but
is,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
So
It's crazy.
you kind of don't realize just how fortunate you are if you're a bourbon lover to live in this area
yeah,
until you go somewhere where there's very little. I'll tell you, being in California, every
Oh.
restaurant, every bar, at the hotel, nothing.
yeah.
I mean,
I mean, it's wine world out
nothing.
there.
It's totally wine world. You're
Yeah,
exactly right. You
yeah.
can get wine that
You
you've
get
never
great
seen
wine. Yeah.
anywhere else. Like you can get all that, but bourbon, non-existent, and cigars, forget about it.
Well, I mean, even
you can't smoke within 25 feet of any property
Yeah.
in California.
Cigar lounges are struggling out there pretty bad
It's
right
got
now.
to be awful.
even
Yeah.
when- the last time we were down there, we went to Bardstown and did their little tour and everything. And by the time we were in a tour group with a birthday party,
Yeah.
and you could tell that they could care less about what was happening. And me and Lisa were sitting there talking to the lady, we're like, picking out notes and talking about this. And she's like, all right, I got a quiz for you here at the end. We sampled something in the private lounge area at the end of the tour. And she's like, if anybody can tell me what's unique about this, you'll get some bonus points or whatever. And it was a finish. And I was like, is this finished in something like a wine barrel? Or like a Chardonnay, something almost like a sherry cask, but not quite that strong. But it's definitely finished in something. And she goes, absolutely. And so what she ended up doing was she was like, as soon as the tour was over, she was like, all right, thanks guys. And she shuttled all the birthday group out. And she's like, hey, you two, stick around,
Nice.
stay here.
Yeah.
And then so we're waiting. She shuttles all them to the gift shop or whatever. And then she comes back. She goes, I got some more stuff for you guys to try.
Oh,
Nice.
She goes,
yeah.
obviously you like bourbon and you guys answered all the questions right. And you guys are obviously into this. So hang out for a minute. We'll try some more stuff that they don't get to try.
So did you pull his comment out and say, do you even know who I am?
No,
Yeah.
I didn't
No,
have to.
okay, good, good,
I was
good.
going to drop Will Breeden, but she
Yeah.
came back and she's like, obviously you guys are,
You know
Yeah,
what
you
you're
bourbon
didn't, you
lovers.
didn't even
So
need to.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So
But
And
that's just
honestly,
it.
if you know
If you-
bourbon and like, I mean, it's bourbon drinkers. That's what we
Yeah.
do.
It's-
That's just how it is.
anytime you go anywhere and you just express that you're a bourbon lover or that you care about the quality of the bourbons you drink rather than just, oh, somebody told me to buy Blanton's, so I did.
Yeah.
People go nuts in Bardstown for like, finally somebody that's here, not just here for a vacation,
Right.
or a
here to
birthday
get
party or
hammered
whatever, or
because
just
you're
here to
getting
get
free
hammered.
samples.
Yeah. Somebody's here that actually cares about it stuff, and they just open the doors for you.
Mhm.
Even at Heaven Hill, we had the same experience.
Yeah,
We got
always,
pulled to
yeah.
the side after.
yeah, speaking of Blanton's, shout out to our boy Alex at Red Barrel.
Yeah.
Had a Blanton's release yesterday,
Dude.
store pick, SRP
I can't
for
wait to-
everybody who got one.
I'm
He
hoping
didn't
to
jack
get
the
one.
price up,
Yeah.
and just happy for that.
Did he
But
sell
I,
out already?
I have no idea. Yeah,
I'll reach out to him.
Yeah,
I'll
you
like
know,
see if I
$60
can get one.
bucks.
it's a little higher than that. Bland's is up.
I have no
SRP
idea
is
what
up
that is.
now to
79.
70s.
Is it 70s?
Yeah,
Okay.
70 or 79.
It
I
may have
think.
been a little higher than
But
that.
honestly,
but,
for a barrel pick, I don't mind that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. I wasn't knocking on the
If that's
price at all.
if that's their MSRP for just a regular release, it's a little high. But
Look, considering
it
the
is what it
bourbon
is.
boom and Blanton's was always $50 back in the day,
Yeah.
for it to be a $70 is totally reasonable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
problem.
So cigar wise, I noticed everybody. I see some McDahlias and some Herencias. What else did everybody grab here?
I've got the Leanda, which I'm
'Cause-
I went
saying
McDahlia.
because I'm thinking about bringing this one in.
Because I grabbed the Reserva, and I think I'm the only one that grabbed it.
I grabbed
Yeah.
the Herencia.
So that
yeah.
Reserva, that's the high dollar cigar. So that's the one that was 40 bucks for the Robusto size.
Wow.
That's
That is
a good cigar. It's a good cigar. It's a pricey cigar.
The amount of smoke that this pulls from a tiny
Yeah.
little Corona is amazing.
So there were two out of that sample pack, which I've had that one in here before, but not that size.
Yeah.
The Leanda and the Experiencia, which they're all gone because I smoked both those. Sorry, guy. But I'm gonna bring those in. I think they're gonna be really good opportunities for people to try things. The Leanda is gonna be a little bit pricier. The Experiencia is not gonna be super high. It's gonna be higher, obviously, than the Color series.
Well, I think this
They're
is the
both
first time
great.
I've had this Reserva,
Yeah,
and I would probably buy these.
yeah.
This is actually really good.
At
Even
four-
in the
at
Corona.
$40 some dollars.
I don't know. Well, if it's bigger than this, maybe.
It's bigger. Yeah.
But that's an amazing smoke.
It's so good. Yeah. What are you guys smoking?
I took my band off. I think it's a
Oh,
Horencia.
Horencia,
I like
yeah.
Horencia.
Horencia.
Medallia.
Medallion.
I like the
I like
medallions.
that. I
They're
like
both
this
great.
size.
Yeah.
Their blends and this size are so good. All the flavors just pop so much more. I love this size personally. It's a hard sell because not a lot of people like the Corona size, but I love this size. Cigar.
I
Dude,
like
the retro
this.
on this one is amazing.
I like this a lot.
I do too.
And like, I don't know what the price point would be on this, but I mean, as like a nice little short smoke.
I don't even know if they release those as a Corona as a box. I think you can only get them as that big sample pack that we had, the collectors. I don't know if they do. I'll have to ask.
I mean,
Well,
for
I'd
me-
almost buy the collector's pack because I've had the
Yeah.
Horencia and I've had the,
Yeah.
and everything. They're all good.
Yeah, they're all good. All of
And
them are
then
good.
having this one on top of it, I don't.
Well, and I
almost
smoked one of the
100% buy that.
Connecticut's yesterday out of that pack, and I'm typically not a Connecticut guy, and I smoked one of those. It was actually a really great Connecticut. So I may get some more of those sample packs for
I
people
would
to
say
try.
I might.
I think I would buy one.
lean into
you're
buying
getting,
one
you're
of these.
getting
Yeah.
20 cigars,
Yeah.
so I mean it's actually a pretty good deal.
It's a great second cigar.
Yeah, it
It
is.
really
opinion,
is.
yeah.
And
Well,
what's-
that was kind of the point I wanted to make about that first one was with it being, a lighter and having some of the Corojo and stuff like that in it, make it your first cigar. Because if you're used to, I should preface this with saying, if you're like a full-bodied cigar smoker,
Yeah,
make that your first cigar.
yeah,
Because if you smoke like a Warhead 11 and then smoke that, you're not going to get that. All that complexity is going to get lost to you because
Yeah.
of the previous cigar.
yeah,
So if you're going to smoke something that's Connecticut or Corojo or anything like that, that's a little bit on the lighter, medium body side, smoke it first
yeah.
before that's only if you're a full bodied kind of smoker.
And if you smoke multiple cigars
Yeah.
in sessions,
Yeah, smoke it first so you can enjoy all the aspects of it and the complexity of it at first. Because if you're going to bury it underneath the pepper bombs or whatever you're going to smoke after,
you're gonna lose it.
you're going to lose it a lot.
Yep.
Yeah,
So I'm really glad we smoked that first one the way we did,
yeah,
because obviously this is a little bit darker than that.
yeah,
Flavor wise, it's more intense.
yeah.
So, but definitely, yeah, that's
So there-
one thing look into before you kind
So
of plan
that
out your
that
smoke.
cigar right there that you're smoking, that's the one that Al McAuliffe told us the story about. So
Yeah.
before he even thought about being in the cigar world, he was in a bar and there was these two people there that actually make that cigar. And he was talking to him and like, oh hey, you want a cigar? And he smoked it and he's loved it. He's like, I'd like to order some of those for myself. Like, oh okay, how
Oh, dude, I
many
would
do you want?
stockpile
He
these.
ordered. He said he ordered like I think it was 1,500 boxes. And they're like,
I mean, I'm
uh,
not gonna go that crazy.
they're
but-
like, what? They're like, what? He's like, no, I want 1,500 boxes for me. Like, okay. So they made it for him. And then shortly after he started smoking a little bit, he's like, I would like to basically buy your company and have you start making cigars for me. And I want to start a brand.
If-
It was because of that cigar.
If I had the money, I would do the same thing he just did.
yeah.
Wasn't that Plasencia
What?
that was making those?
No,
No,
it's
it
It's a
was,
Gomez Sanchez.
Gomez
the
Sanchez.
Gomez,
Sanchez.
Gomez family. Yeah.
And
yeah.
it was the two brothers, their car broken down.
Yeah,
They were
that's
waiting
what
to
it
get
was.
it repaired to
it
get
was
out of there.
total
Dude,
yeah,
coincidence.
Yeah. Which Al falls into that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, somehow.
Plugs in all those,
Yeah.
like the treasure hunt.
I mean, he crashed a plane in their parking lot.
Hey, look, you got to be looking for opportunity whenever
Always,
it presents
always.
itself, right?
So I do
Yeah.
have a question, kind of switching gears. We heard this week, and I was going to kind of put you on the spot, Will, talk a little bit about this, what you may or may not know. Reyes, am I saying that
Reyes,
right?
Yeah.
So Reyes has bought out RNDC in
Yeah.
7 states.
7 more states. Yeah.
So
the only reason they didn't do it here is because the Indiana liquor laws require that if you have a beer or liquor distributor, they have to be in different buildings. That was the only reason they didn't actually pursue it here in Indiana also,
okay,
is because then we just built a brand new building and we'd have to basically start all over and buy another building and just have it separate
just for the whiskey,
just for the
or
liquor
spirits, yeah.
version.
So-
Now we have spirit at Reyes here in Monarch and Indianapolis. We do have like the spirit cocktail stuff, like the buzz balls and some of those things.
The RTDs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we can't have the actual liquor and wine aspect of it in the same building
Okay.
because of the liquor laws here in Indiana.
Which make no sense.
Exactly.
There's no good
Yeah.
reason.
So
for
that was the
anymore.
only reason that they didn't acquire Indiana also. But
Well, and I don't know if you saw the news report from like Shankin put it out, but it's been out there for a little bit. So they were talking about shit. What was I? Where was I going with that? Damn. They were talking about them actually taking it over, and then RNDC was having their issues with selling off that, obviously. And they said RNDC actually posted out, oh, we've actually come into some money magically.
Yeah.
And we're actually,
Restructuring.
pivoting and restructuring. Like, no, everybody left you. That's why you're restructuring.
Yeah.
And it said, we got some money, so we're actually going to be redoing it the way that we do
Came into
business.
some money because you sold half your market.
And it's like, how much of the market do they have left? I mean, there's got to be only maybe 20 states, if that.
Yeah, it's a
left.
small portion.
So
but
I'm
they're
just
trying
curious
to
where
they're trying to
RNDC
hold
is going
on.
to go with that,
We'll see.
because I feel like they're struggling pretty bad right
Well,
now.
you know, 5 years ago it was the bee's knees to have RNDC as your distributor.
it was.
Now
It
it's
was.
going to be RNDC is going to go after these craft distilleries that are popping up because, well, they don't have any big accounts anymore. So
Yeah.
Honestly, I see RNDC probably saying, screw the distillery world. We're just going to stick with wine and
Do RTDs
other
and
spirits.
wine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
it kind of
How
fits
do-
their portfolio right now.
But my question, Will, is like, how do you think Reyes will do this? Where they haven't historically been a big spirits distributor, right? They've been more beer and wine, right?
In certain markets, they have brokered out into because the old Monarch distributor, it was the Monarch family. They had World Class, which was wine and spirits, and they branched into that market a little bit, but they couldn't compete with RNDC and Southern Glacier and all that at the time, and they ended up selling it off eventually and just sticking to what they had going on. But with this new acclamation, I almost think that if they can find a way to make it work or get the laws changed in Indiana to where they can have it all under the same roof, I have a feeling that they're going to try to, in the future, push for that to be wide stream and just buy it all.
And it's time for that, because
Yeah.
Indiana is starting to change a lot of their liquor laws. So it's time for them to go after that. And honestly, they're big. You
Yeah.
guys are huge.
Yeah,
So
we're nationwide. I mean, we're in Hawaii and
go
everything,
fight for
yeah.
that now, because I mean, Indiana is starting to pivot and change some of their laws. I mean, it finally got to the point where you can buy beer on Sundays. That was actually the start of kind of the boom of actually all the laws changing.
Yeah.
So hopefully that changes.
Once they overturn that Sunday sales law, that was the Kickstarter to
It
go
was.
after all the other smaller laws that
Yeah.
kind of just don't make a whole lot of sense.
well,
Yeah.
what's your footprint in Greenland? Never mind.
Yeah, never mind. Never mind.
Move on
This,
from that.
this will
When
be Reyes Prestige Worldwide.
When it's the 52nd state, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right.
Here we go.
Let's
There
go and
we go.
close this
That's
this
great.
part
Yeah,
down.
yeah, all right.
Hold on, my face isn't recognized.
Uh-oh.
Okay, here we go.
right.
No, wait, hold on. I don't have internet. There we go.
There you go. All right. Well, thanks everybody for listening on this time. We'll see you next week. You can follow me anywhere on Final Third Cigar, Facebook, Instagram, website, whatever.
Find me at Cocky Wolverine, and don't forget to watch Fred Minnick's Top 100 Tuesday night,
Yep.
airing at 7 p.m.
Yes.
Find me at Scotty D Smokes.
You can find me at both the Vigil with Spencer Lee's, and don't forget to follow the Final Third podcast.
All things Big Al.
Yeah.
And Moto Photo Will on
Let
Instagram.
me actually tag on to what you just said.
Do it.
We have just a couple more minutes here. So Meta in general, which is Facebook, Instagram, and
Yeah.
a lot of other shit, they've actually sent out emails to pretty much every cigar and liquor pages out there, and they've stopped promoting any kind of content, period. So if you're not following the pages, you need to follow them. Otherwise, you'll never see pages. So if you're not following Final Third, Heaven Hill, any of those, you're not going to see that stuff unless you actually are following them now. They are stopping promoting it. So if you want to fight that a little bit, definitely follow our page so you can actually know what's going on. Otherwise, you're going to miss out. And that's what, I mean, it kind of sucks. But again, it's a privately owned company, and they
Yeah.
can do whatever the hell they want to, and that's America. But it's wrong, but it's happening. So definitely follow the pages that you want to see their stuff. Otherwise, you'll never see it again.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was America.
I know. Yeah. Thanks, Elon Musk.
All right, that's it. I can't
All
play
right.
music because my phone's frozen. So
Cheers, guys.
Bye.
Cheers.
Cheers, y'all.
All right, we got one more important for the